Oh!
Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to The Longest Day. I am your kickoff game master and host of a little RPG hack that I have put together called Beastmasters of Yagga-Mor. You are probably not familiar because I've only run this game a handful of times. It is loosely based on the old 80s cartoon Thundar the Barbarian, or if you remember the Herculoids, that's what it's all about. Let's meet our players. Who wants to go first? We'll go over here. Riley Silverman is with us.
Hello, I am Riley Silverman, and I am, if you guys are Save and Throw regulars, you know that I am on The Broken Pact, our Ravnica originating, we're not sure where we are right now, D&D show that's normally on, well, it was on Saturdays and it was on Mondays, and who knows where it'll be next time it comes back. But that's there, and yeah, I'm also on the Rat Queens RPG.
Continuing over to my right, Amy Vorpahl.
Oh, I'm Amy Vorpahl, and all of those 80s cartoons that you said, I have not consumed that content. So
I was born in 1990,
we will see what happens. We'll see what happens. Okay. But yeah, I'm on Nerdist and Geek and Sundry and on Caffeine.tv for a new live fictional interview, late night talk show comedy in VR that you can watch on streamed in 2D on Caffeine, which is like Twitch. But we record it and puppet live animate our characters in VR, which is
cool.
Really, it's very cool.
Awesome. Very good. Very good.
The synergy of me drinking my coffee right when you said caffeine was like, we definitely planned that.
Yeah! You need caffeine.
Speaking of caffeine and synergy, Stephen J. Pope is here.
I don't understand what that has to do with me, but hi.
Your job is to yes, I have consumed caffeine in a synergistic way.
I'm the one white guy in LA who hasn't taken an improv class.
With a yes, and?
Yes. Yes, and hi, my name is Stephen Pope. You can find me on Save and Throw every Sunday for New Pantheon, the Scion 2nd Edition game, and also on Uncanny Valley Cancer Cell, which will have its 50th episode dropping this Monday, wherever you get your podcast. So check it out. It's really good.
50th anniversary would make you older than 1990. Thank you very much.
I've been 29 for a long time.
Stephen Pope, destroyed.
Yeah.
Ben Dunn is here with us.
Hi. You can catch me on Saving Throw when they keep the doors unlocked.
Ben,
drop my
what's
sign.
one terrible tip that you learned in an improv class that you're like, never do this?
Don't answer the question that was given to you.
Oh!
My favorite is show, don't tell. So, ooh, I'm cold. I do both. I just throw it all out there. Brr, it's cold in here. I also have watched all of these cartoons, and in fact, when I was invited to play this game, I specifically asked Tom if I can play Gloop or Gleep.
Yeah.
From Herculoids, and then I was like, wait, this isn't Thundar. To which he said, they might as well be the same.
Yeah, they're kissing cousins. Let's be honest. Yeah.
I'm from Georgia.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They're amorphous
Right.
blobs.
We'll get
I was more of a Silverhawks fan as a kid, so like I don't know what we're gonna do in this situation.
Is that something that you had to download over Napster and like
No, I'm too old
chunks?
for that. No,
Okay.
Silverhawks was basically like a Thundercats ripoff, but it was like instead of being like cat people, they were like bird people, and they were in space instead of a post-apocalyptic. Yeah. Oh, it's the same universe. There we go.
Dom is in the back just nerding out like, well, no, okay, actually,
It's the
this is-
shared Dar universe.
I'm going to go ahead and say this as one of the gays at the table. That is the most lesbian sounding show I've ever heard. I want it so bad.
The Silverhawks.
What if it was Thundercats, but birds?
Listen,
In space.
I didn't watch Thundercats. I can name check Pirates of Blackwater. That's as far as I can go.
Oh, I know Pirates of
Hey, that's not going to stop us from playing this great game this morning, everyone.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Awesome.
Before we get started, I just want to touch on a couple of things here. Mainly, number one, thank you for joining us this morning, and thank you for joining joining us today and supporting the cause, whether that's tweeting and sharing on social media or making a donation. Speaking of making a donation, as little as $1 to our cause here today, we are raising money for the Alzheimer's Association. As Megan pointed out, it's a cause that's near and dear to our heart, and we do this every year, and I'm always super glad to participate. We have a wonderful lineup of prizes. I don't know if there's some place that they can pull this up in chat, but we have $50 from Reaper Miniatures. We have $25 from Evil Hat. We have a digital copy of the Titan Effect RPG, a starter set and core book from Endless Realms, a starter pack PDF for Doomtown from Pinebox, a full suite of the new Flash Gordon RPG from Pinnacle, a bundle of PDFs of Scarred Land from Onyx Path, a set of Green Flame Wizard dice from Polyhero Dice. We can only ship that here to North America. A set of purple dice, Royal Purple Dice from Dice Envy, and a copy of the brand new story game For the Queen, which just burned up Origins last weekend, I guess it was. This is designed by Alex Roberts. It is very lightweight, easy to play. If you have friends who are curious about role-playing but are like, what's a D12, what's a D20? It's a game basically where the premise is you're accompanying your queen on a journey to end a war, and you're part of her entourage, and you discover things about the queen and about each other through a series of like leading question cards, right?
So it's cool.
It is very fun.
It plays very fast, and you can play it whimsical, goofy, or you can play it like very earnest and dramatic and whatnot.
It's for the makers of Monster of the Week, so that's kind of cool.
That's right. Yes, absolutely. So. For the Queen, we're gonna give somebody a copy of that.
Can I say that you're so good at your delivery directly to camera that I literally looked over to see if there was a teleprompter. Because I'm like, are you just reading this?
The words are scrolling in my brain. Yes.
I think he did that thing called practicing.
All right.
Weird.
So please give a donation. As a little $1 gets you one of these things. These are the things we're giving away during our game today, between now and noon Pacific. Right? We have a bunch of other prizes. This is not like, oh, this is everything they've got today. No. This is just for this game. So if you pitch in $1 or hopefully more. Speaking of hopefully more, I'm not sure if it's loaded into the computer. Is it loaded into the computer? I have put together a list of tier donations, and you can do ! Unlocks to help assist our party in their quest today. We have a wide variety of things that will help them out, as well as one or two things that might hinder them or create some complications.
I thought you were cool, man.
So yes, Shalithia has kicked things off with $20. So thank you so much,
Shalithia.
That is awesome.
Thank you, Shalithia.
So yes, pull up ! Unlocks to see what we have in store for the table. That's it. With that in mind, let's get started. The year is 1998. A rogue planet hurtles between the Earth and the Moon, unleashing cosmic destruction. 2,000 years later, a strange new world rises from the old. A world of savagery, super science, and sorcery. Amidst the chaos, one lone group of heroes stands against the forces of darkness. They are the Beastmasters of Yagga-Mor!
Quick question. Is it 1998 or 3,998?
Well, it's 2,000 years after 1998, right? Okay. So there's an apocalypse in 1998 that
because of a rogue planet.
That's right. A rogue planet goes between the Earth and the Moon, like rips the Earth's atmosphere and destroys civilization.
And are we on the rogue planet, or are we still on Earth?
No, you're back. You're on Earth.
Do we have a moon?
I thought we were on Yagga-Mor.
You have a broken moon.
Oh, it hit the moon.
Well, it went by and cracked it, right?
Cool. I'm down for that.
Okay.
Yes. So. Let's get into the let me give you a little bit more of the overview of the world, right? So Yagga-Mor is a world of high adventure where lone wizards scour the ruins for rare bits of ancient technology, and tyrannical despots carve petty kingdoms into the desolate wastes with their steel fists and laser guns. Ooh. It is a land where the last tribes of humanity struggle against ruthless lizardman slavers and attempt to battle back the encroaching hives of the insectoid Zin. Pockets of civilization dot the world like beacons of hope amid a dark wilderness of mutants, monsters, and alien raiders. Yagga-Mor, where justice waits in the chamber of your plasma blaster and mercy rides a cyber rhino. So
Wow.
you may not have seen the cartoon.
Yeah, Mercy sounds sexy.
That can be you. So how do we get started? How does this work?
I don't know.
I don't know. Somebody tell me.
We literally have no idea.
For those of you at home who are
know.
also lost, this is a hack of a game called Danger Patrol, which John Harper did. You can go to dangerpatrol.com and download the beta, or you can get the pocket version, and you can maybe see some similarities to what I'm doing here. But I've reskinned the whole thing for this kind of gonzo post-apocalyptic kind of feel, right? So there are essentially kind of like there are 8 different character classes, if you want to call it that. So we'll kind of cover those quickly. There is the Red Ninja of Hellas.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
There is the High-Pate Centurion, who is sort of like a battle-hardened soldier. There is the Sky Runner, who is a daredevil kind of character.
Okay.
The Inquisitor of Gar, who is a sort of like holy inquisitor.
Okay.
The Waste Walker is a post-apocalyptic ranger type of character.
Okay.
Also a post-apocalyptic type of ranger character, the Beastmaster.
Dibs.
There's also the Cyber Wizard, who is more of a wizard of machinery than a sorcerer, and the Ragemonger, who is the barbarian,
Oh,
right?
Cool.
So those are the base character classes. Just because you pick one doesn't mean that you're not good at the other stuff, right?
Okay.
Who has a feeling? Who's got a good feeling?
Who did you pick?
All right, he's going to be the Ragemonger. Very
Oh,
good.
I mean,
You're gonna be.
It's
the-
Wait,
kind
I
of-
thought you called Beastmaster.
Okay, I'll be.
No, you can do it.
Okay, I'm sorry, but then he announced something called a cyber wizard.
Yeah.
Yes.
that
Yeah.
makes sense. What's a Skyrunner again?
Skyrunner is like a daredevil kind of nimble kind of, so let me give you these action references while I'm at it. This says the stuff that each of them is good at.
Okay.
So a Skyrunner is good at running, jumping, swinging, flipping, jumping off of something, drawing fire, kind of an acrobatic
Cool.
style character.
Okay, cool. But I think I either want to be. Does Waste Walker mean? I think I want to be a Waste Walker.
Okay.
Now,
That's fine.
do I love trash?
yep.
You do now.
Only
Yes.
walking on it.
Look, the world is garbage, so you have to love trash.
Can they be a raccoon person?
There's nothing. Yeah. Well, we'll get to that part. Hang on.
Oh no, Riley, get to say she's
I
about
know,
to go
I really
for
can't.
it.
Here's what I'm doing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a 6. I'll just pick the one again. Okay. So I got 4. So that's gonna be a Beastmaster.
Beastmaster! All right, very good.
I love that Rangemonger's first action reference is punch evil in face.
Yes.
Oh,
All right.
I have ranks in all of these.
Well, everybody does, right? So that's the thing. Is you're best at what you are,
Okay.
generally. Okay, now that's your character class. We're only halfway done. You also have essentially sort of like a racial template, if you will, right? So the type of hero that you are can be cyber atomic. You have a cyborg body.
Mm-hmm.
Shadow. You could be made of shadow. Horde leader. You could be a charismatic brute. Eldritch. That actually does involve magic. Cerebro psionic. You're a telepathic kind of character, not necessarily more telekinetic than telepathic. Mutant, which is just sort of make your own weirdness, and Shockroid, who is kind of a hard-headed protector of the wastes.
Oh, that's me. I'm a Shockroid.
Shockroid, okay.
I love the waste so much. You're never.
All right.
You want the waste? You gotta go through me.
So just to be
Are
clear,
they from Jersey?
the way that
Maybe.
the way that your character sheet works is you take what I'm just picking this up. You take your racial template or whatever you want to call it, your style, and then you take your class and you put them together so it forms a single character sheet.
Oh,
So that's how it works. So do you have any ideas?
Well, I picked first last time, so I'm not gonna be that guy.
Riley, you picked last.
Yeah. You said that Eldritch uses magic? Let's
Yes.
do a magic. A magic Beastmaster.
Ah, nice.
Oh wait, so name goes first.
Yes.
Shockroid. Waste Walker. Got it.
I mean, I know which one I really want. So
Take it.
okay, I want to be Shadow just because I want to call myself Dark Web because that sounds like a
Ah,
good
love it.
Dark Web. don't know. Kevin Feige might be mad.
I think I have to go with mutant.
All right. Oh, mutant. Okay.
Mutant
All right.
rage monger.
Okay. Now,
He has two mouths.
Dark
Cool.
web with 2 Ks.
so let's talk about. Oh boy. Dark web with.
So what are these little things on this? Like, what is this?
Yeah,
thing?
that's a great question. That's exactly what we're going to get to right now. So the way that this character creation works is this game is all the base mechanic for this game is all about dice pools, right? So the way that a dice pool typically, like you typically put one together, is you tell me what you want to do, right? Don't worry about what's on your character sheet, and like you look at the situation, and when it's your turn, just like be like, I want to swing across the canyon and get out my plasma sword and slice the cyber ape's arm clean off. Okay, great. That sounds to me like that is a Skyrunner type of action. So whatever die you have assigned to your Skyrunner, that's what you start with, and then you start building a dice pool from there. So you may use equipment, you may use powers, there may be other factors that it gets involved, but essentially every single action is going to fall into one of these 8 kind of things. Some things you're going to be better at, and some things you're going to be worse at. So how you determine what your character class looks, or what your particular character looks like, is these dice that you have in front of you represent your character abilities, okay? So you have a D12, that's what you're best at. You have...
The die only barbarians use for those who play D&D.
You should have a D10. I have...
You gave me 2 D8.
Yeah, I did. That's fine.
If only we had like a chest full of
No,
dice.
I've got one with me. Don't worry about that. So you'll have a D12, you'll have a D10, you'll have 2 D8, and then you have 3 D6 and a D4. The D4 is what you're the worst at, right? Okay. So the basic mechanic is every single die that you roll, a 1 to 3 is a failure, and a 4 or higher is a success, right?
Okay.
So obviously a 12 is really great, right? But the D4 really sucks. So keep that in mind. So what you should do is go through and just assign your character traits, like I said.
In order?
Not in order, in any order that you want. You could be a Skyrunner who's terrible at skyrunning, right?
Okay.
But yes, you can put them in any order, right? So you might want to look at the action reference that I gave you. Right.
Oh, I see.
So the action reference tells you what kind of things each of those classes is good at.
I think No, Wastewalker says I can deal with alien cultures and speak languages. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of...
You're like a diplomat.
Yeah, a little bit diplomatic. I'm a
That's great. So diplomatic stuff would be...
Wastewalker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can it be?
Yeah,
I'm gonna make myself not good at that.
Yeah, it's also stuff like Inquisitor, right? Like Inquisitor is also very much a social oriented.
Oh, okay.
But you could put a D10 in Inquisitor and keep your D12 in Wastewalker.
But this one doesn't say I can speak. Oh, but it has a network of contacts. Okay, got it. Interesting. Okay.
We get 2 D8.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Your
Ben,
dice
what
are laid
you?
out right here.
You're a rage monger.
Me.
Rage monger. Because my shockroid nature is a bit rage mongery.
Yeah, Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm very.
I'm a cyber wizard ninja who's
right.
not very good at rage mongering.
So my character's name is Carol, but it's spelled Ka-ROL. Like it just happens to be like her like cool barbarian type name. Just happens to sound like the name Carol would sound on our Earth in 2018. I forgot what year it was for a second.
2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not any year, right? It's just a year.
Yeah.
The year is 20XX.
20 XDX.
Okay, so I've got that out of the way. I got 1d6 out
Okay.
of the way. I've got my d10 taken out. Okay.
So since we have a rage monger and Amy expressed interest in being good at rage mongering, I just made my rage mongering my dump stat.
Right.
Oh, okay, cool.
I am dark web.
I'm gonna make my
And it's
cyber.
WEB apostrophe.
I'm gonna be an okay rage monger, but I think I do fight with animals more than I fight.
I'm not gonna touch a machine. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm a bad cyber wizard.
I'm gonna make my d4
Oh my God.
my ninja, because I don't think that Carol is very stealthy.
Okay.
What can Skyrunners do? Run, jump,
I'm a
sprint,
creature of the night. Allegedly. I have that written on my sheet. I don't know what that means.
All right.
Okay. It actually winds up
I'll
with
give
all
you.
those D6s that you like come out. You just feel pretty good about yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I can do anything.
Yeah, that's the
I mean,
idea.
I really like this mutant physique.
Right. So,
Pretty great.
you know, we should talk about, like, what's your mutant power? Like, you have some...
I'm going to tell you what my mutant ability is. As a
Okay.
mutant, I have 2 mouths. Not 2 heads. 1 head, 2 mouths.
Uh-huh.
They both speak at the same time. They don't have different conversations.
Okay.
But it's always in stereo.
Mm-hmm.
There's no mono.
Yeah.
So the mutant ability is when I have a mutant scream,
Okay.
it blasts out
Yeah.
both sides. Actually, I think one's in the back of my head.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely one is the back of the head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. So when it blasts out, I feel like that. Is there a stun? Can I do a stun? Is that
Sure.
Can I add that
Sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
ability
okay.
to it?
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So
Stunning scream. Also, my mutant's name is Shania. So
So
Like Twain?
who's that?
Your name is Shania.
Shania.
all right.
Are you a female?
No.
Okay.
All right.
So I have to ask
The
you.
future doesn't have the same gender.
There's don't be
Right,
so
right,
gender
right.
normative.
Yeah. Hello.
Well, then do you have 2 penises? Maybe
I literally have no sex organs. I
Oh,
can't.
okay.
I cannot
Are your pronouns
procreate
gay?
because I am a mutant.
Yeah. Are your
So
pronouns
yeah, we're not. We're like a donkey. Like I can't make other donkeys.
You're like a donkey.
You mean a
where
mule.
You have a.
I'm like a mule.
Big-
I can't.
Donkeys
I'm
can
hung,
create.
I'm hung like.
Let's funnel back into the Saturday morning
Hold on.
cartoon vibe, because Thundar the Barbarian, while it had some very sexy characters, they never really explicitly
They didn't talk
explored.
about their nipples.
No.
I have 15 nipples.
They didn't really need to. Most of them were not visible. Most
Really?
of
I
them.
figured they would all be visible. And stuff like that.
You would think.
I
but
got up early for this.
Yeah. All right.
So did our viewers.
So, the other thing that you can do when you're 2 things, right? So you have a couple traits that are things that you can naturally do, right? Like for instance, the cyberatomic character can they have cyborg parts and they can heal and stuff like that. So you have something that your style allows you to do naturally kind of all the time, right? And then you have something that's marked with a little dot here, right? Each of you starts with a power token.
Ooh.
Yay!
Ooh.
It's pretty.
And you can spend that power token on 3 different things, but the most important one is you can use it to activate anything that has the little circle dot next to it,
Okay.
right? Okay, so you might have one over on your character class too. For instance, you have your thing called
Nanite
Nanite
Swarm.
Swarm, right? You have to use a power token in order to activate that. You can't just decide to activate that. But anytime you okay, so that's how powers work. You need a power token in order to activate your power. There's also all this stuff that has these little pluses next to it, right? So you have equipment, you have da-da-da-da. You can... That stuff is available to you in a mundane way. So if you have Magna goggles, you might be like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to, I'm going to scan the horizon with my Magna goggles, make sure nobody's coming while
As
I'm
in
on watch.
magnify, not magnetic.
Yeah.
So it's like, what would
Maybe-
magnetic
Maybe
goggles-
you have to wear metal cups around your eyes in order to clamp them on, you know? Yeah, good question. But, and so that might be like a normal thing that you can do all the time, right? But if you decide to use it as part of an action to gain advantage, then that gives you a bonus to your dice pool, right? So you might say, I'm going to point my plasma blaster at the end of my Magna goggles and magnify the beam, so I do a super intense burst of laser fire on this guy. Oh, okay, well that sounds cool, great. You check off that piece of equipment, it's now burned out. These things are only kind of single use.
Oh, cool.
But it gives you a bonus die to your pool. The first bonus die that you get is a D10. If you use more equipment, you get a D8 in addition. And if you use a third piece of equipment, you can get another D6, right? So your pool starts to build up this way. As you burn through equipment, you give yourself greater chance of success. But
So, like, I have pneumatic impact gloves. I can use that once.
Mm-hmm.
Per encounter or just in general?
Per encounter, really. So so after we have a combat encounter, then we go into an interlude scene where you can refresh your equipment and your powers and things like that, right? So some of it may come back, and then so that's how you use your equipment. That's how you build your pool of bonus dice. Now. The thing that I love about this game...
sorry, quick question. When you're rolling a big pool, like several dice, can you fail and succeed?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So, that's the whole idea, right? Is like, I might be rolling a D12 and a D10 and a D8 and a D6, and if anything that comes up a 4 or above is a success, it counts as a hit, but anything that comes up below counts as a failure, right? So I got 2 fails, I got 2 hits, and then I got what's the technical term for this? Danger. I got 2 points of danger, right? So I got 2 successes, and I got 2 points of danger, right? I get to use, as the DM, I don't roll. I get to use these 2 points of danger to do bad things to anybody that I want.
Great.
And you get to use these 2 points of success to like, okay, I'm going to bash through the robot's force shield or whatever it is.
Cool,
right?
cool.
Now, good question. In addition, you've set up, you've decided, okay, I'm going to swing across the canyon and I'm going to take my plasma sword and slice off the cyborg ape's arm, right? Right. And I'm going to use my grappling hook and I'm going to use my jump boots, and that gives me my dice pool of stuff that I'm going to do, right? That's great for you. Now I get to go around the table and say, Ben, what's dangerous about what Steven's doing?
Ooh.
And Meep, you get to tell me, well, it could be that he could slip off the rope and fall down in the canyon. Oh, yeah, you're right. That does sound dangerous.
I feel like we're doing your job.
Then I add a die of danger to the pool. Amy, what's dangerous about what Steven's doing?
Nothing.
Oh. Are you sure?
No.
You can say nothing.
Actually, towards where he's swinging, there are like shards and pointy things coming out of the wall if he swings too far.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's right. Shards and pointy things all over the place. That sounds terrible. Riley, what's dangerous about what Steven is doing?
Well, those shards and pointy things are actually sentient paper, and he's going to get a lot of paper cuts. It's going to be like a lot of stings.
There's a colony of sentient paper that.
Okay, you've been reading my journal.
So now Steven would roll
because it's sentient, and you're right.
No.
Now Steven would roll all of these dice and see how many hits and successes he gets.
Right? How dead am I?
So there's 3 points of danger that I get to use.
I don't like that.
It turns out maybe there is a sentient paper colony.
Ow! Amazing.
And here there are 4 successes, right, that you get to use to accomplish your action.
I spend 3 to make him friendly.
Yeah, that's the basics. That's the basics of Danger Patrol.
So we all go around and try to mess each other up.
It's not necessarily, you're not trying to necessarily mess each other up.
I did get more successes from that roll.
Got it.
Keep in mind that danger dice are 50-50, right? Okay. And
Danger.
hang on. Let me just remember it quickly. Okay, so when you rolled those 3 points of danger, right? This is where we get to our fancy hit point or wound danger track is really what it is, right?
I like how sturdy this character sheet is.
You've been a naughty boy.
So when you rolled 3 points of danger, right?
Yes, I did.
Your danger meter goes up to 3 at this point. 1, 2, 3.
I have a little warning.
Yeah,
symbol,
there's a
the
little
third box.
warning symbol there. When you hit that one, you gain another power point.
Oh, cool.
So you get a little kind of XP nugget that you get to spend for getting more danger. Right?
Cool. What's the downside?
So the downside is, as your danger track goes up, you are in more. You have a higher chance of being hurt by something, right?
Yes.
So as your danger track goes up, if it's up here in injured and I decide to do a hit against you, you might have to check off a box in injured. And if you're out of boxes in injured, you have to check a box in KO'd where you're knocked out. Right?
The sentient paper got me.
Yeah. But if I say, okay, I'm going to do a reduced hit against you and your danger meter is up here, then you can just check off bash, which means, you got scun up a little bit, everything's fine. I have handily provided for you
Candy.
candy.
Oh.
So this little guy right here you can use to track your current danger meter.
Oh.
And then these little tokens you can use to track.
What game is this from?
I just straight up bought them.
Oh,
Like you can buy
adorable.
You can buy game components. Just buy them.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's weird. All right. If you'd rather use a paperclip or whatever, you're happy to do that because your danger level will go up and down, that sort of stuff.
And what are these little cubies?
So those cubes are used. So this goes along your track.
Okay.
Keep track, and then the cubes you can use if you want, or just use pencil to check them off. Up to you.
Cool.
You know, I have the little bits at home.
Since you have it.
I just realized, are these D6s? No.
What?
No,
No, those are just cubes.
Just cubes.
They're just cool little cubes. All right, very good. That is. Does anybody have any other questions about how the game is played? We sort of like do this sort of like episodically, where we start with some sort of like battle scene, and then we go into an interlude that is a little more freeform, and then we actually go into some investigation, right?
Can I ask?
Yes.
So each of these, I have a thing above a power. So like the mutant physique, your mutant physiology makes you superior to the average human. Raise 2 of your D6 traits to D8. Raise 1 of your D8s to D10.
Right.
Is that just flat or is that activated?
Let me see the.
Is that just
Yeah,
like
mutant physique. That's just something that happens. So you get to upgrade your character in that way for
everything?
for good and for permanent.
Is that the same with the fighting frenzy? When you hurt your enemy, you are filled with a surge of energy. When you do 4 hits at once to a threat, you heal a stun box. When you do 5 hits at once, you heal an injured
Yeah,
box.
if it doesn't have a
So that's just-
icon next to it, then it's
Okay.
Yeah.
And I do have one more question.
Yes.
What's my loincloth?
Well, the question there is what you get to decide what kind of material and or animal skin your loincloth is made out of. Everyone has one. It's Yagga-Mor.
It's Yagga-Mor.
You should write it down.
I have a thing for the audience, so I get to have 3 trained beast companions
Oh!
on
That's
top of
amazing.
my mount. I have a mount and I have 3 beast companions, so
That's
I'm going to
crazy.
throw it out to the chat to pick what my 3 companions are. One needs to be a bird or a bat or something that flies, so I want to scout. And then, so give me 3 companions and give me their names. And if you donate, you get priority in naming choices. So, and Don can tell me what they are. But my mount is going to be a Diarmese. It's a dire Siamese cat, and it's a giant Siamese cat.
I wanted to know.
Cute.
I will die for this thing.
Yeah.
I would die for this.
Wait,
What should its name be?
Amy, we don't know your character's name. What's
No, we
your-
don't. My name is Zamzar T. Acid Blood, and Zamzar is XAMXAR.
X.
XAMXAR. Zamzar! T, and last name Acid Blood.
Acid blood. All right. So we're going to do a quick little previously on. I will tell you the title of the episode, and then you tell me something notable that your character did in that episode. So this would be sort of like a little like montage of what happened, and we'll go from there. So previously on Beastmasters of Yagga-Mor, our episode was called "Prisoners for the Smoking Spires of the Flesh-Eating Fist."
One more time.
Prisoners for the Smoking Spires of the Flesh-Eating Fist.
Oh, God.
Okay, so obviously it was a jailbreak episode.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
great.
And we were imprisoned in a war camp.
Uh-huh.
And
Who ran the war camp?
Obviously, our arch nemesis.
Yeah, the horde leader was a woman, for sure.
Yeah.
Cybertronia.
Cybertronian.
Oh, man. Okay.
Fierce battle that day.
Uh-huh. What is something that Carol did in that episode of Prisoners for the Smoking Spires?
I sent one of my to-be-determined beast friends out to steal keys from one of the guards and help break us out of our cell.
Oh, okay.
But unfortunately, unbeknownst, I did not. Shania no see. Small animal scurry. So Shania just smashed door. Keep smashing door.
Uh-huh.
Kept smashing door.
Oh, no.
Door did not smash good.
No. Did Shania hurt themselves?
Shania did.
Aw.
Shania hurt hand bad.
Oh no!
Hurt hand bad. Hand in cast now. Asked everyone to sign.
I feel like the inside of that cast might have some sort of flesh-eating mites slowly eating away.
I would think
Shania's mangled fist.
it's true.
Mhm.
Flesh-eating fist.
Mm-hmm.
It smelled bad too.
Oh,
It doesn't smell good.
Oh, that's where that happened. So Zamzar, she looked towards the waste, her home, her brethren, her son, and
Her
begged.
son.
Yes,
Wait, the waste is your son?
That's right. I have borne the waste from my loins. And
There's a
Did you
lot
get
to
medication
unpack.
for that?
There's a lot to unpack.
and I begged the waste to hide us, and I formed a sort of disguise while the Cybertronia's minions were looking for us. So I gave us a kind of a disguise hideout for a hot second.
All I was imagining was you putting on like a potato, like empty potato chip bag on your head.
Yeah,
See,
that's all it need be when you have the wastes as your literal offspring spawn.
Wait, so it's your offspring spawn? So like it's your like the grandmother?
Child?
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
So you created. I need to rewind on this for a minute.
I'm a waste walker.
Yeah, that part I got.
Okay.
I walk.
You
All right.
created some sort of disguise for the party out of just you called garbage to yourself. Is that what you're?
Yes,
Look.
I
There's a new line of toys that happens in different outfits, and this was the
I am a
excuse they came up
magnet
with.
for trash and waste and garbage.
Okay, so you just called. Okay.
Yes, I said, my son, hide us, and the son answered.
Do you have a magical power or something?
No, I'm a fucking waste walker.
Okay, alright.
I'm taking the lore into
played
my
with
own
Amy
hands.
before.
Okay. All right.
Like, if she was like-
Yeah, I don't read the things you write. I just
No,
take
yeah.
the title and make
That's
it
right.
my own.
Yeah.
I'm still a little
I'm also
unclear.
mad for trash. That's my dating life.
No, I don't look too much into it.
But is the waste
Okay.
your son or grandson?
Oh, grandson. Yes, I think
So
that's
you have
canon.
you have a waste walker son.
I think it's all a metaphor, and I don't
Gotcha.
think we need to unpack it because I just made this up.
Look,
Dark web.
When we
gonna
get
get-
our
it's gonna
when
be
we get
forgotten
our
in the next
gritty
episode
reboot
anyway,
20
so.
years from now, then they'll actually go into the lore. Until then, don't worry about it.
Yes.
What was Dark Web's feature moment during the episode? Prisoners
Okay,
for the-
so the censors thought the episode was getting a little too dark, so I ended up taking the potatolings, who are these adorable potato-shaped little critters who were enslaved by Cybertronia.
Oh no!
I end up leading a rebellion with them.
Oh.
They mistook me for a king or something like that, and I just ran with it.
Love it.
The Spud Sovereign.
Yes.
All right.
Dark Web's not comfortable with this, but Dark Web will accept this. They gave me the toyetic plot line for that episode.
Heavy as the head that wears the crown, Dark Web.
Eat trash.
Wow.
Don, do I have any
Actually,
animals
eat it.
yet?
It would help you. Vitamins.
Oh, you're being told my animals.
Yes, I am.
Oh, wow.
All right. So your animal companions are Fluffy the river otter.
Nice. Oh, I wanted an otter. Perfect.
Is it a giant river otter or is it just
you can have
Is it
that.
a dire? Is it a dire otter?
Yeah, you can have some.
It's a vicious otter. I think it's regular size. I think that's the one that went and picked the lock for me.
Yes.
Dom has
It is this
delivered
size?
all morning
I know, he
long.
really has. So Fluffy is this size, but man, Fluffy's teeth are gnarly. These claws, you don't want to be on the wrong end of these claws.
Ooh, are they
We
poisonous?
sell so
Yes.
many fluffy plushes.
So
Wait.
Fluffy's like
Kids,
a...
you can have your very own Fluffy plush. So Fluffy the river otter.
You have a giant Uracantha calcaratha.
Is that a bird?
Giant Uracantha calcaratha.
Oh.
Thorny devil stick insect.
Okay.
It's an insect.
What's its name?
Oh, I don't love big bugs.
That's up to
Okay.
you. And you also get to name your third and final companion, which is a monkey weasel.
Okay. Who apparently can fly, because I did specify I needed at least one flying creature. And I don't have
I think
one.
the bug can fly.
Okay, cool.
The devil stick insect? Why not?
Okay.
Look, it's the future. Anything is possible.
Well, okay, they took the term devil stick a little literally. It's just kind of like a long devil bug.
This is a.
Why do you think you're making it better? I don't
Please
understand.
describe the monkey weasel. My brain can't wrap my head around
A
the
monkey
Everything
weasel.
I come up is adorable.
I
a
think
monkey weasel.
I think it's
Okay.
just a more sentient weasel
No, it's just a weasel with a long tail.
and a bit and like a more human face.
Oh, I don't like that.
Their eyes are like our eyes.
I'm drawing my line.
I see myself in you. Okay, so I have decided that your animals are definitely like mutants and kind of fucking weird. So I consider them my sons as well.
Okay.
Yes. Also, my loincloth is Cyber Lion.
Oh, I have a dire zebra loincloth.
I have found a power
It's just a
strip.
print.
Mine is just one of those big fat power strips from the 2000s, and I wrapped it around myself. But I think I charge myself, since I'm a shockroid, I imagine my blood is electricity, so I charge myself using it.
It is now. All right. Very good.
And what's your loincloth?
Oh, my loincloth is just a pair of Umbros that survived this whole time. I just found them in the ruins of an old department store, and they don't really fit. Like I think they look really cool. And also, I have like a pair of fanny packs that I've like put across my chest, like one covering up, and I don't know what they are. I just think so. I also can carry stuff in them, which is nice.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
boob holders.
I was gonna say zipper tits, but I guess
Oh yeah, zipper
This
tits.
is a Saturday morning cartoon.
I guess boob holders fits more. Yeah.
Listen. There's a lot of uncomfortable and unfortunate art drawn of all of our characters.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true of
When
any
deviant art comes
80s
around.
cartoon, let's be honest.
But I
right?
have no genitalia, so it's fine. But 15 nipples.
All right.
Never forget.
Someone.
15 nipples.
Well, that's someone's thing.
So we do have a couple re-rolls. Estelle Castillo sends one to Amy.
Thank you, Estelle.
Thank you for the resub, by the way.
And he sends one to me. I'm gonna keep it as force somebody to re-roll. So I'll take that since I don't make it.
I hate that.
I don't make re-rolls. Or since I don't do
I don't
rolls.
make rerolls.
I don't make rules. I break them.
Rules.
All right. So every episode of Beastmasters of Yagga-Mor ends on a cliffhanger. So what was the cliffhanger moment at the end of the Prisoners for the Smoking Spires of the Flesh-Eating Fists?
Okay, I think it has to do with the rebellion.
Potatoling
right?
Rebellion.
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
That was the
So
last thing that happened.
our battle. Where does the Potatoling Rebellion take place?
In Siberia's
Yeah, in the spire.
Cybernaria's
Cybertronian,
Cybertronian.
who lived in Siberia.
Well, Cyberi.
Cyberi.
Cyber.
A.
Oh, Siberia. Got it.
Siberia.
Uh-huh. But where is this complex? Like, what kind of location is it?
In the tundra, in like a huge, in
In the tech tundra.
in the tech tundra.
Oh, all right.
I'm having way too much fun with this.
It's just a bunch of old IMAX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of
Like the ones with like the colorful
Yeah,
shells.
it's very pretty.
Yeah.
and
Her
our lips-
minions are like sentient iPads.
The IMAX glow like phosphorescent like sea creatures would.
love
I'm
it.
gonna say it's Smoking Spires, so it's a spire of it's a spire of IMAX.
Oh, I love it.
Mhm.
That glow.
It's a spire of
Like, but
IMAX.
they're like phosphorescent.
And all of our lips are cracked.
It's very dry.
Well, I unzip one of my pouches and I pull out some chapstick because I come prepared.
I asked for some so I can put it on the back mouth. My back mouth gets very dry.
I unzip and I give you one of my extra ones.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And also me.
Sure. I just share mine with you.
I am a shadow cyber wizard, so I'm imagining myself like with a ninja mask and a wizard hat. So I don't have lips, as far as you know.
All right. So and so what's the cliffhanger moment that's happening here? You're escaping from the spire of the smoking spires of the tech tundra.
Ooh, well, no, we came back. We escaped, and then we came back with potatolings to wreak havoc upon the spires. Maybe the cliffhanger is that somebody was already in there, and maybe one of the spires is blowing up right now.
Okay. So
One of the Spudlings betrayed everyone else and blew up the thing we were coming to liberate.
what's that potato-ling's name?
Its name is Mosh.
Okay.
Mosh. No.
Oh yeah, we wanted to save other prisoners.
Yeah.
But now they're just dead.
They've been fried.
All right. So,
It's a kid show. You got it.
Yeah.
all right. Here we go.
Look at your fun paper that sticks.
Look at this fun paper that I got.
That's a giant sticky note.
Oh my gosh. You know when teachers had their like clear thing that they would project and
Yes.
and like all you wanted to do was like be the person writing on it because it
Oh,
was just so
you were
fun.
having a good fucking day when they picked you.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
So
what this
we
is
have
like.
Mosh the Portraitor.
love it.
Yeah.
Portraiter.
Okay, so Spire Explosion, right, is going to is on a countdown.
Oh yeah, it hasn't happened yet. That's great.
That's the cliffhanger. I'm going to say.
Cool. Then
So,
there's still a
so does
chance.
Mosh have
Then
like
there's
a
still a
suicide
chance.
vest on? Or is it?
No, he's like
No, just
Like
like
he went beep beep
No,
beep.
yeah, beep beep beep. The IMAX are going to explode. What other threats are in play that you guys are battling or struggling with? Are there
the
forces?
eye dragon.
Are there the
Yeah,
eye
the
dragon?
Wait, what is the eye dragon? Is that a thing from Thundar?
I just made it out.
Oh,
Like
God.
eye dragon?
Oh, okay.
Eye-
All right,
Eye dragon.
eye dragon.
Exactly.
Has
Oh
Wi-Fi.
no. Oh yeah, that's. I knew.
Oh, there's a hot spot, and it's like a pit that has like it's like when you step into it, like the heat rises because it's a cold tundra, but suddenly you step in this one spot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I am
All right.
drawn to it with my charging station.
So-
my charging station loincloth is drawn to it.
I'm gonna call
Like you
it.
aren't, but like your clothing is drawing you to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Got it.
All right. I'm gonna call it the Molten Charging Crater. How does that sound?
Pretty great.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wait, remind me what IMAX is. That the Spire? Is IMAX the actual Spire?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So
we
it's
have Spire Mano,
it's a spire of
IMAX.
computers that like rise up out of the tundra.
Got it.
Kind of
Yes.
like
Yes.
give their weird
Makes
unearthly glow.
So let me see if I have this right.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we have the Spire made entirely of IMAX in the Tech Tundra. Mosh the Portraitor has set it to explode.
Yeah.
The Eye Dragon has risen from something.
Right.
Sleep.
Risen from sleep.
Excellent.
We've awoken the Eye Dragon.
Yeah. We might need to turn it off.
The
and turn it back on.
Potatoling warriors are charging with us.
Who are they fighting? Are they fighting? Are they just charging into battle or?
Well,
Oh no! Charging means two different things in this world.
Yeah.
No, charge. Okay.
Oh, they're fighting. Well, they're fighting the malware armies.
All right.
Yes!
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay.
The Malwar army.
Mal warriors.
Mal warriors!
Mal warriors. Yeah. By the way, I've named my animals. So we have Fluffy, obviously. Fluffy is Fluffy. I have Derek,
Available,
the
we're all
devil stick
fine to
insect. And then I have Divine, the monkey weasel, because I watched Hairspray last night. So.
Excellent.
I am
And which
divine.
Which one of them flies again?
Oh, that's the devil stick insect, Derek.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you buy the Derek toy, and it's big enough to hold all four of the action figures.
Got it. He's the biggest one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's
Damn it.
that and the Tech Tundra playset are like the must-have items.
Okay.
Tech Tundra place.
So with all you on there, he's basically an ant on a log.
I mean, you can't
Yeah.
see it, but
Okay,
we
great.
do have a Castle Grayskull.
Well, my mount is the Diarmese, who I've not named yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna name that one when I think of it.
That one's big enough for one figure, though.
That one's big enough for me. Yeah, well, no, the Derek is not big enough for us. He's a scout insect. He's
I thought he was. He was like our invisible jet.
no.
Oh, that would be
Because that's just giving me that
OP.
nostalgia. You remember,
Yeah.
like,
Like,
what was
that's
it?
the eye
Dragonfly
dragon.
My
Warriors?
mount is the Diarmese.
I'm gay, so what I had
No.
was the little fairy version of that.
Oh, they had like the
Well, I wanted the fairy version of that. I got
it's
the
like
dragon
giant
thing.
insect toys
You're
that
thinking
you could hit the button on the back
like
and it like would flap the wings.
Biotron and all that kind of
Something
stuff.
like that.
Yeah. Micronauts. Are you thinking of Micronauts? There was another one like that. Yeah.
Skydancers. I'm thinking of Skydancers.
All right.
Sky
Sky
dancers.
dancers.
So,
So pretty.
Let's pick up with the action previously on Beastmasters of Yagga-Mor. We find ourselves at the Spire of Glowing IMAX on the Tech Tundra. There's luminous light. There's also like IMAX, because there's this short circuit chain reaction that Mosh the Portraitor has instigated. There's IMAX that like their screens are like cracking, and of course there's ridiculous like sparks flying out and smoke that would never come out of a monitor, just like shooting all over the place. There's like lightning flashes from various electrical strikes and whatnot. There are several groups of Mal warriors. What are they? They look like the original Square Box IMAX, but they've got very angry faces and little spears.
They have that sad frowny face that Max make when like they're dead.
And they have like some sort of like disk drive attack where they can shoot like 3-5 like little flashes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The potatoing warriors are doing their best to wreak their vengeance upon the Mal warriors. However, rising out of the molten charging crater is the vicious Eye Dragon with its long kind of like sinewy sinews of cable and piercing steel claws. When it breathes a miasma of just ones and zeros. Just look, it comes out in a giant luminescent cloud. Where are each of you? What are each of you doing? Who would like to tell me where you are and tell me what you'd like to tackle?
Well, I was actually very close to Mosh. And even though Mosh was a potato with a mohawk and angry eyebrows, the only potatoing that was different from the other potatoings, obviously, because we're not going to waste character designs here. I was with Mosh, and I was there to go, "No, Mosh! What are you doing?"
Oh, so you're face to face with Mosh, who's like,
let me tell you something.
oh. Yeah, all right.
I've been in league with Cybertronian the entire time.
No!
How did we not?
Dark Web, you thought we were friends. You're going to learn we were enemies.
No!
By the way, thanks to chat, you have unlocked something very special for us. Everyone starts with 3 power tokens
Hell yeah!
instead of 2.
Thank
Now
you, chat.
there's 2 other things that you can do with your power tokens. You can use your power tokens to give yourself +1 success, if you so choose. Or you can use your power tokens to reduce a hit. So if I say you got to take a full hit, you can say I'm going to reduce that and take a lesser hit.
Great.
So that's where we're at. Thank you so much for your donations. Keep the love rolling. All right. So Dark Web. Dark boy. Dark.
DARKKWEB'.
All right. Dark Web, you are with Mosh the Portraitor, and I'm going to assume that Mosh pulls out some sort of small, very ugly-looking needle-like weapon and points it at you.
I just imagine him with a giant potato masher, but I like it.
He's got a potato gun.
Hell yes!
Yes.
But here's the thing.
Just stabbing himself.
Yeah, he just stabs himself.
Well, that's going in the doodle.
All right, so Dark Web, what would you like to do to try and defeat Mosh the Portraitor?
I would like to use my forbidden technological magic to what the hell do I want to do to him? Overwhelm and hack his mind.
Oh.
Wow.
All right. All right.
It's a forbidden technique, only available in my new playset.
Okay. So you're gonna use some of your technological equipment to hack his mind, or you're using some of your shadow power.
I'm gonna use my magic. We have the animation budget for that right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my magic to try to hack his mind and find out where Mosh went bad.
Okay. I mean, he's gonna attack you while you're doing this. You understand that, right?
Okay, in that case, screw it. This is a Saturday morning cartoon. I'm going to use my I'm going to use my magic to fling him across the room.
Fling him across the room. All right. That sounds to me like fling him across the room. Probably a Ragemonger move.
Oh, shoot.
Well, you're trying to like grab him and throw bad guys off of high places. Ragemonger, fight with melee weapons, punch evil in the face.
Okay. We're going to use my remote control for that.
Okay,
Oh,
so check out for piece
nice.
of equipment. That gives you a D10 bonus for your first bonus die. Here, I have bonus dice actually.
Oh,
I've
I
planned
don't
it
use
all
the
out.
dice.
Those are your
Base.
base dice. These are potential bonus dice. That
All right,
you can
cool.
Have.
What fun.
Little
Somebody
did,
got up at 5:30.
little did you know, Mosh, I too have been planning. Beep, boop, boop, beep.
All right, and are you going to use any other equipment, or are you just going to use those two things?
I'm also going to use the So I use the remote control to make the magnet grapple, grab him, and fling him. Because potatolings are not that big. They're like, yay big. They're working on a beta toy for it.
Okay.
So,
All right. Okay, so
I
that,
like that you're
that
like
adds your D8 in.
really going for the merch
I'm
on
really into this.
Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
like,
that's the sole purpose of this show is to sell things.
like, I blame the I'm taking marketing courses right now, and I'm just like, toyetic.
Oh my
All right, hang on.
Oh yeah, danger.
Ben, what's dangerous about what
mean,
Dark Web is attempting here?
The dangerous piece is that the only thing that's magnetic on the potatoling is his mohawk.
Okay.
So it's a very small chance
Okay.
of it
All right.
being able to hit it.
I like that.
Yes, actually, Mosh is strapped with a bomb. So it could
He has
potentially go.
he
go
has
off.
like a suicide vest or something.
Yeah.
And it's actually plugged into him to power it. Like, 'cause you know you can power
Yep.
a potato. Like you can. Like,
Yes, he is the battery.
One of the things I love about Danger Patrol in general is somebody always comes up with, and it could explode. Perfect. So he's got a suit. I mean, that's canonical now. He has a bomb
Oh, that's going in the
vest.
doodle.
Yeah. the poor
Okay.
guy.
Powered by himself along with a potato gun
All right.
Yeah,
that he's using.
I relate
himself.
to him in that. I have a charging station as well.
Riley, is there anything else that's dangerous about what Dark Web is doing?
I think that Mosh is very emotionally unstable right now, and so it's hard to reason with him.
What?
I'm flinging him across the room.
Yeah.
Okay, that definitely makes it a problem. No, I think my addition is the fact that he's charging his own bomb, so you can't just like cut the power source off because
Oh,
he is
okay.
the power source.
All right. Very good. We'll let that stand at we'll let that stand at what it is with those two danger dice. All right.
All right.
So with that in mind,
Danger! Spud voltage.
all right. So you
4 and
have
above, right?
3 successes, and you have one danger. So
I have 2 danger.
Oh, you have 2
It
dangers.
needs to be 4 and above.
Yeah,
Right?
you're right. It's a 4 and above. Yes. 2 and 2. All right. Very good. So your danger meter goes up
No,
to
3 and 2. I rolled 5 dice.
Oh, I missed. I can't see one of them.
Yes, we have
Gotcha.
a 4, a 5, and
Okay.
a 6, a 2, and a 3.
All right, so your danger meter goes up to 2, which I moved for you.
Oh,
'cause
thank you.
I'm fussy like that. All right, so you do 3 hits to Mosh the Potrator. Okay, 2 danger. That means he gets to hit you back, right? So I'm going to say that I would say that you trade blows. He takes 3 hits. So we're going to mark him on with 3 of those, and you deal him a grievous blow. I'm going to say that you manage to slice the straps on his bomb vest, and that drops to the floor. And
More of a belt. He doesn't have arms.
it's
It's a potato.
he's got to have arms. How does he shoot his potato gun?
It's literally shoved into him.
Oh, it's shoved into him.
So like when he flexes his abs, that's what
Oh, I forgot it's from the 80s.
Yeah, all
Definitely
right.
has
So that's
abs.
exactly what happens, right? Is you slice the straps on his bomb vest, that falls to the ground, and then you punch him in the potato gun, and that thing literally pops out, right? Like, and goes flying across the room.
The bomb itself?
No, the potato gun that's embedded inside of him, right?
He loses the potato.
And he looks at you,
He says, "So that's how it's going to be."
and he like hunkers down and just like squeezes as hard as he can. You can tell, and all of a sudden he sprouts 2 like little white potato shoot fists, and he pummels you.
Oh my god!
So take a point of bashed, please.
All right.
Mm-hmm. All right, very good.
Oh, I'm getting mashed.
Mashed by Mosh.
Mosh mash.
Okay.
All right.
This is my favorite part. All right, before we go any further, there's another character that arrives on the scene.
Oh shit!
Stinky the Poop Gnome.
No!
Right.
Oh no, it's not Stinky.
I'm gonna need to...
Kids can't stand Stinky. We made him. He was like made at 2 a.m. during a marketing meeting. Things got out of hand. We thought he was cute.
But they put that oil on him.
How
so
does he have
smells.
hair but no skin?
It was not a good toy. It didn't sell. People don't like him. In the reboot, he's just background.
Stinky is the bad luck gnome who likes to wander the party and visit now and then. So he is going to 1, 2, 3, 4 attach himself to Amy Vorpal.
Get over here.
Bad news.
Love you.
He brings his D4 with him, which means you have to roll the Stinky the Poop Gnome die on every action that you take.
All right, I take any misfortune you bestow upon me because you are my son.
Poop is waste, and that's part of the wasteland.
Now,
Yep.
it's not supposed to work out like that.
But it works.
I'm a waste walker.
Here's the other thing. If you roll a 4 on your D4, Stinky has had enough of you,
Okay.
and he goes to one of the other characters in the party.
Never leave.
Oh God!
You can't make Stinky the Poop Gnome and not want us all to want you.
I was like, oh, this will be a good one. Stinky the Poop Gnome. Then I go, oh,
So much. All right,
He's
so
like
we-
a Trogdor potato.
Definitely a Trogtato.
Trogdor.
the Algrotinator.
all right.
Someone please high five Riley.
High five.
Who would like to go next?
I'll go next.
All right. Where is Carol in all of this?
Carol is hoisted amongst her mighty dire meat steed Jade as they head to face the Mal warriors in battle.
Hang on. So I'm going to put Jade down.
Jade's my favorite kitty's name.
All right. So Carol, Jade. Anybody else that you want me to write?
So she's flanked. Well, she has Fluffy, Derek, and Divine with her, but you don't need to make cards for all of them.
Oh, all right.
Fluffy, Derek, and Divine.
It's just
The animation to make those things move is so much. We have to recycle a lot.
I love how committed you
They
are.
are.
I am so
The corporate
committed.
executive of the
I
show.
know. But what if they all, because of the animation requirements, they all do the same thing at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, that is
it's just,
totally
like,
how
very-
they. Okay.
They just have a
Like,
cell.
Did you ever watch
They just have
Digimon?
the single cell of each animal's
Okay.
like rah!
Digimon
yeah.
had all the Digimon had like 2 attacks, and for those 2 attacks, they did 2 bits of animation. And by God, every week you were going to see those 2 bits of animation.
That's amazing.
All right. So Carol, you are atop Jade, your trusty steed.
Yes.
Doing.
I am riding into battle against the Mal warriors.
Oh, all right. Very good. Very good.
They shall fall heartily
yeah.
beneath my electro force axe.
All right. That sounds like. I mean, you're riding into battle. I'll give you a Beastmaster on that. Sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just Beastmaster?
And you only have one base ability, right? So
Okay.
it's either going to be Beastmaster or it's going to be Ragemonger. It's going to
Gotcha.
be one of those
Yeah, yeah.
two.
But she said she's using her force axe.
I'm like, well, that's like,
Oh.
I'm like swinging it down like
So if
while
you
riding the
if you want to check it off as an extra piece of equipment, then it's checked off, and you add a bonus die, so that's a D10,
Okay.
right?
Cool.
If you want to use more equipment, I don't know. You could check off one of your beasts.
Yeah, I think I think that I'm gonna say that Fluffy the River Otter is like, because there's 3 Mal warriors, right? So like,
Yeah.
while like we're like doing a combo attack, like I'm just
These are sort of like groups of Maul warriors,
Okay.
right?
Okay, so I'm in like a party of them right now, and so like I'm swinging my force axe, and while I'm doing that, my 3 beasts are each attacking their own member of the Mal Warrior crew that I'm fighting.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So that gives you another. That gives you a D8 bonus.
Okay.
You should have bonus. I handed you bonus.
Yeah,
you can
right
use
there.
those as
I
bonus
see.
dice if you want.
Interesting. Okay. Cool. Okay, so this is my D10.
It doesn't really matter. But
I see what you're saying
that's
now.
what they're
Cool.
there for.
That makes sense.
Flavor dice.
All right. So is that the extent of the equipment that you're going to use?
I think that I'm also going to use my sorceress magic so that when I swing my force axe, like lightning, because it's an electro axe, so I'm going to focus that electricity, and as I swing it, like a larger electric blade is going to sweep out to try to get like some of the surrounding Mal Warriors, and also like if they're all computer based, it like helps to like short circuit the ones that are nearby.
I like that. Yes. Okay.
It's like a power surge. I call it the power surge.
So that's a final D6 of extra dice.
Excellent.
Yay.
Now,
So many
Amy,
extra dice.
what's dangerous about what Carol is trying to do against these Mal Warriors?
Oh, the Mal Warriors are immune to a fear of beasts. They don't see animals as a threat. Anything with alive, they don't see as a threat. Organic
So
things.
they're fearless.
They're fearless. Yeah. Well, fearless towards organic material. Yeah.
All right.
That means they underestimate my allies. I see it as an advantage.
I feel like they fight with an additional brutality. All right, Ben. What else is dangerous about?
They're also extremely agile. Extremely agile. So like they can flip out of the way. They can jump. They can flip.
How's that dangerous to Carol?
I guess that they could just flip and they.
So keep in mind, you get to. This is very much a player-driven game, right?
Yeah.
So you can invent things that they have. You can invent things about the environment or about the situation or whatever, right?
They all have a piece of metal on them that as they're flipping, there is the chance that the electric blade will be rebounded.
Oh no.
So that they might feedback.
It might feedback.
It might feedback onto Carol. I like that.
It is a risk I am willing to take.
So they could be surge protected.
Surge
protected. Stephen.
It's Carol, right?
It's Carol. You know me, Dark Web.
It's right
We
here.
are
I wrote it
allies.
down.
Yes.
I don't have one.
Carol,
Not yet.
little were you aware that your arch nemesis Beastly Ben has joined forces with the Mal Warriors.
Okay.
Ben?
All right.
Wait, who's Beastly Ben again?
I just made him up.
But who is he to Carol?
Carol's arch nemesis.
Oh, it's our nemesis. Okay.
We used to be roommates, and things went sour.
Things got weird.
He always ate my food and never replaced it, so I kicked him out.
Amy, can I have another
Checks.
Coke Zero? I'm getting
Checks.
I'm
Yes.
gonna get weird if I don't get.
All right.
You're gonna get weird.
I'm gonna get weird. I'm committed to being this coked up 80s marketing executive. I might as well have this.
Yes.
You mean you're gonna be a coked up 80s?
Hey!
So much marketing.
All right.
All right.
So let's roll your dice pool and let's see what sort of danger comes about.
Wow, that is so many dice.
Terrible bad.
Okay.
That is really bad.
Oh no.
So that's 4 danger.
Yeah, I got all 4 of them.
No, that's 5.
5.
I got 5 danger.
Oh.
The danger dice lived up to the
And then I
name.
got successes on both of my other rolls.
2 successes.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. All right.
I am like running into a horde, so I'm okay with the fact that I'm like taking a lot of danger.
All right. So first of all, your danger meter goes up by 5.
Okay.
That means you earn another
The
one.
little red guy's
Oh.
danger meter.
Another power die. Where did I put the rest of my power dice? Bag of crap. Bag of crap.
Wow,
Okay,
5.
here it is.
You just move all the way to F up.
Yep.
The way I imagine it is, Beastly Ben is just Carol's design, but everything's a little flipped.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Bizarro.
Is it a
And
palette
a dude,
swap?
obviously.
Yeah.
It's a palette swap.
Yeah.
It's a dude.
They just
palette swap.
they just made the chest into like more pecs.
That is exactly what.
All right.
And just like
Okay, so
Can we make this into a campaign? I want this now.
here's the problem. 5 danger
Uh-huh.
is the worst possible result you
Okay.
can get, right?
Okay.
It literally says in the book, total disaster.
Okay.
The threat does the worst possible thing.
Okay.
All right. So
Please don't kill one of these.
the Mal Warriors. What you did not know is that the Mal Warriors there was this rumor that maybe Beastly Ben was amongst the forces here holding down the spire of glowing IMAX, right? What you did not realize is that Beastly Ben had transferred his consciousness into the Mal Warriors.
Oh no!
And the Mal Warriors form kind of like Transformer-like into a giant BattleBot robot, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
The blockchain.
And as you reach out with your electro axe, right? This big arc of electricity comes out. It just opens a power port on its hand and like locks your electro axe into the socket.
Oh, no.
Right? And it powers up Beastly Ben,
Oh,
who
no.
then flings you and Jade directly into the molten charging crater.
Oh.
Yes. So take a point of. I believe you're now stunned. So take one of those.
Okay.
And Beastly Ben has transformed into. Has stolen a bunch of your power and transformed into Mega Ben.
I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Mega Ben.
Mega Ben.
I'm like any kind of dog. If I hear my name enough times.
And you're
Yeah, you said Beastly Ben. Yeah, sitting right next to you.
Oh, I was just going with a lazy naming convention of alliteration. I was not thinking of you as my friend.
Wow.
And so
I'm sorry.
Mega
No one was thinking of me?
Mega Ben has you kind of in this magnetic death lock,
Okay.
and is draining the power out of you and pumping it back into the charging crater, so the charging crater actually like gets even more charged up. All right.
Wait, so she's held, or is she?
Yeah, she's trapped in the crater with Mega Ben. Like they're locked in like kind of like Mega Ben's got her in a death grip, and it's like you can see like both her and Jade sort of like do that thing where like the energy in them like glows and then fades away and glows and fades away.
Well, I have a solve for this.
Yay.
Can it be my turn now, or
Yeah, it can be
is
your
there still
turn.
stuff to resolve? Okay.
I think Dark Web, you haven't gone yet, right?
Shania hasn't.
Oh, I mean
Dark
Shania.
Web.
Okay, all right, yeah, you can go.
Shania
Okay.
hasn't.
So, throughout my walk upon my son, my grandson, I have discovered many artifacts, and one of them actually makes the Mal Warriors, their little apple, their old Macs.
Yes.
It makes them the best versions of themselves, and it is an Oregon Trail floppy disk.
Yes!
I'm trying to think of how to work on this.
That's the thing I thought of immediately. So.
You see, America, we're entertainment.
So I want to make my way towards him, kind of sneak up and insert Oregon Trail into one of his floppy receivers.
Yeah, so you're going after Mega Ben, or are you going after one of the Mall Warriors? Or the Eye Dragon?
Well,
I'm sorry, who are you targeting?
Well, Mega Ben is now a transformed Mal Warrior.
Yeah, it's like a stack
bunch of them.
It's a
It's a
stack
bunch
of
of
those
them.
guys.
So there's a bunch of floppy
it's a bunch
drives
of 'em.
exposed.
Yeah,
Sure,
there's
yeah, it's this towering figure.
I think my main target is the Mega Ben Maxi Max.
Okay, all right.
So here I go. Oh,
All
and
right,
so I'm
so-
going to use Ancient Artifact, which is the Oregon Trail disc.
So your goal is to reprogram Mega Ben. Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
and all of those
Okay.
reprogram him into the nicest.
I'm going to
sweetest
say that's a Cyber Wizard move.
Ooh, that sucks.
Well,
Maybe it's a ninja move.
nope,
because
it's a
I'm
Cyber Wizard.
sneaking
But reprogram a machine is definitely
Okay.
reprogram a robot to do what you want. Cyber Wizard.
Well, I am using my Ancient Artifact.
Okay, so your Cyber Wizard is what?
4.
All right.
But I have trash gnome.
So you get a D10 for using your, you have the trash gnome. You have
Okay, D10.
Stinky the poop gnome. D10 for your
Stinky.
artifact. Is there any other equipment that you want to use to help you possibly succeed against
yes.
Mega Ben? Because this doesn't really look that great
Yes.
for you.
Yes, I would like maps and plans so that I can figure out which Mac in the mech will be the best.
It's the one with his face
plans
on
is a
it.
network map.
Yes, Tom.
Yes, Tom. Okay, sure. Check it off. I don't care how you get your bonus dice.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Yeah, it is. It's a okay. So,
So
how
what
many?
does Stinky
What is that? Is
sound
that
So that's a D8.
a D8
Yeah.
bonus?
And
Okay.
you potentially have one more if you want. If you
I
want.
could have one more.
But you don't have to.
I know.
You might
still haven't done danger yet.
Get some danger dice out of this.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, no, I'm good with this.
You're good with that?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna plug
Hey,
them
let's
up with
start
Orc
with
Trap.
you.
By the way, I was supposed to have had 4 bonus dice in the last roll because of my mount and my 3 companions, but I didn't use them. So next time we gotta remember that.
Okay.
Nice.
I think don't you have to check them off, or is that?
Oh, it just says I have.
There's little pluses next to each
Yeah.
of them, right? So
Yeah.
you have to check them off as you use them.
Oh, okay, cool. And then I don't have them anymore for this encounter.
Then they're expended for this encounter, right?
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So next time
and then
I'll know.
they all have to be refreshed in the interlude.
Okay.
What's dangerous about what Zamzar?
Well, I think that Zamzar is really close to the molten charging crater.
Yeah,
so there's a good chance at a feedback loop happening.
Feedback loop! Steven, do you want to comment on the character designs before you add?
Hey, I'm committed to something.
That's the thing you were doing!
I know. Zamzar is trying to protect Stinky. So they're very concerned that Stinky might get hurt.
Oh, Stinky could get hurt. That sounds dangerous.
Also, as long as we're calling each other out here, sir, what does Stinky sound like?
Oh!
Paint me a word picture, an audible word picture.
Oh, hey, everybody, my name's Stinky the Poop Gnome.
Sounds like Tom.
That does not sound like Dom. You take that back.
What's weird is
He's a lovely man.
Tom sounds like.
I have a very lippy voice, but I haven't got any lips. That's weird.
I feel like you guys have never heard Dom's voice before.
Yes. Yes, my son.
Hey,
Speak to me.
hey, Zamzar. You want to smell like a little dookie?
Do I want to smell it?
Smell like a little dookie.
I do want to smell like a little dookie.
Let me mine one out here. We'll just rub it all up.
Oh, God.
Rub up your...
I regret everything. Take your D6.
We all are supposed to be well rested at this point.
Who got enough rest? Nobody.
No one at this table.
Rub up your dookie.
I had barbecue last night.
Stop. Stop.
So with
Where's my
did
X
this.
card?
You did it.
Where's my X card?
You did
This
it.
dookie is less solid than promised.
My bowels aren't what they used to be.
All right, rub it on me.
Oh my god.
I'll yes and you until you stop.
Oh, that was nice. I'm glad we could share this special moment together. Fast forward.
I'm going home.
Wait, Ben, is it...
I just want this to be over.
And should I say why it might be dangerous?
That's why this show got canceled.
Yeah. If you want to say it, Ben didn't get a chance. We will certainly put an X card on the table if you feel like something is going a little too far. You don't want to participate in, or you just needs to stop. Feel free to X that out. That's fine.
Okay.
Did you want to? You have nothing dangerous to add?
Well, I was going to say that even though they are all land together, they are still individual warriors. So at any point, they can just
Swarm her.
Swarm her.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good nanoswarm attack. I like that.
Okay, ooh, I like that roll. Okay. Here we go.
All right. Let's see what happens.
Oh dear.
So,
Oh, God.
That's not good. That's
fail,
5.
fail. That is fine.
Now you have a reroll.
More dice you
Yeah, I'm going to use the reroll. How do I use that?
Yeah.
Give me your little token coin and reroll
Okay.
the whole.
The
I
whole
guess we'll let you reroll the whole shebang.
Thank you.
It's fine.
That's
Yes.
so many D4s.
Hey, that's better. That's
A lot better.
That's it. Win.
slightly better.
Slightly better.
Yeah.
3. Stinky stays with me.
So
Thank
just to
God.
be clear, you did 2 hits against Mega Ben, right? Even though,
Yeah.
All right. Mhm.
Shoot. Okay, so 3 successes but 4 dangers.
Yikes.
Whew. Okay. All right.
Oh, can I spend a PowerPoint to make one of them because it's a 3? Can I make it a 4? Is that how they work?
No, it gives you +1 hit. It gives you so it gives you +1 success.
Okay,
It doesn't
I want to
convert.
I want to make it 4 and 4 then.
All right, that's cool. Very good. All right, so Mega Ben has now taken 6 hits. 5, 6. So that's pretty potent stuff. Your danger meter goes up by 4. Well, guess what? You get this PowerPoint back because you just tripped over that on your.
Sweet.
The good news is your danger meter right now is fairly low. You do have to take a point in bashed. You do get bashed by this thing.
Okay.
So you grab what you have. You have an old artifact of like a Oregon Trail disc, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. And so you plunge it into the floppy drive, and
because he's a mech, Stinky has told me the weakest point is up the butt. So there's a Mac. There's a Mac
Give me the X
facing out.
card.
All right. So you find a convenient floppy port to insert your Oregon Trail drive, and you see some of the Mal warriors begin to like instead of like fighting in a coordinated way, some of them are like, should we buy bullets or blankets?
Yeah.
How much food do we need?
Do some of them die of dysentery?
We should not yeah, like maybe a couple of them just like
For the rivers.
and you see one of them there's just like a little ASCII deer going across the screen and he, like did you ever play the version where like you had to hit the space bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, awful. So
So much fun.
you inflict some damage, but Mega Ben still has Carol in its grip, and it just reaches down and grabs like it reaches into the molten charging crater and pulls out a charging cable and like slams it into you and it shocks you.
Oh,
Yeah.
or it does. Does it shock me? I'm a shock roid.
Yeah. It overloads your
overloads
senses.
me.
That's
All
the
right.
point of bash that you take is
Got
from
it.
that.
Okay.
All right. So
Shania, do some
Yeah.
work.
So all of this is happening, but Shania is facing the eye dragon.
Yeah, there's a
somebody
dragon.
needs to.
Oh,
Hello.
yeah.
It's been on the
I
board the
forgot
whole
about the
time.
dragon.
How did we
Also,
forget about the
the
dragon?
Spire countdown has been rapidly approaching zero.
I had a disc to insert.
Yeah.
Also, just keep in mind, there's a reroll on the table for anyone to employ if they feel like they're in trouble, right? That was from Shalithia.
Yeah. So,
Lemon.
Shania, fist hurt bad, smell bad too. Feel like only itch.
Rotting nanites just coming out of like drizzling.
Take off.
Take off your cast. Oh.
Exposes the flesh-eating nanobots.
Oh,
It kind of looks
Yes.
like your hand's on fire.
Yeah. What I'd like to do, what Shania do, faces dragon, looks directly into dragon's iPad face. I'm assuming it's just a giant iPad for a face.
Yeah.
It's now.
It uses Magna Grapple onto the dragon to force punch.
Okay, you're gonna like just.
Yeah. Zip line towards.
Oh, you're gonna zip line towards it and punch it.
Yeah, so, shoot the Magna Grapple, have it retract, punch right in face.
Love it.
All right. Okay.
Superman
okay.
punch. Can that use as weapon? Fist?
Yeah.
Nanite fist of death?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
think
have
so.
a nanite fist of death?
Nanite fist of death? Well,
That
it
was
hurts, it
established in
smells.
the last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to give.
Oh,
So
that's right,
I'll
that's
go
right.
Ragemonger for you. This could
Of
could
course.
potentially go Skyrunner, but
No, this is all. I'm not jumping.
You're ziplining out.
I'm not jumping.
I said it's Ragemonger. It
You
could
said
go.
that like, oh, come on, I'm not jumping.
This is the one danger of this game is like people have an idea of what they want it to be, and then I get to say what it is, and they go, "Oh wait."
Yeah.
Well,
My
want it to be
cyber
that.
wizard. I'm never going to insert a disc ever again.
As God is my witness. For now on, I am
Let's just-
cloud or nothing.
we can cancel the rest of this conversation. All right. Okay, so Ragemonger.
Ragemonger 12.
And you're using an equipment, right?
Using two equipments.
So that gives you a D10 and a D8. Okay, and no other equipment, no other bonus dice. You get one. You could potentially get a D6 if you wanted to check off something else.
No, I'll use.
That's great. Okay,
use
good.
for now.
Steven, what's dangerous about what Shania is doing besides Magna grappling right into the face of a giant looming eye dragon? Like what?
Well,
what
Dark
harm-
Web did tell you that if you expose the nanites to air, they might eat your whole fist.
What?
Nanite revolt. Love it. All right.
Oh.
What?
You're
Riley. Exactly. What else is dangerous about what's going on here?
The Eye Dragon just got a software upgrade, which means that it's glitching out, and so it's very unpredictable right now, and so its reactions may be even more violent than you thought they were going to be.
Oh.
Eye Dragon upgrade. I love that.
Eye Dragon 2.0.
It's like Eye Dragon OS 10.3.689.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one that's going to be replaced later on today.
Yeah, there's a big security patch that it's going to need already.
Well, there's mall warriors everywhere, right?
Shania, what race are you? A mutant? Okay,
I'm a mutant.
so I imagine the Eye Dragon is actually pretty damn massive and really tall. So just simply the fact you could fall, grapple hooking up there, and then
you could miss with your grapple.
How many carabiners do you have? I don't know, but you could fall.
You could go sideways with your Magna Grapple and land in the molten charging crater.
Where the rest of us are.
I'm free solo.
It's like a hot tub. You can enjoy it. It's good for your back.
Oh my!
It might burn off those nanites if you want.
Oh. Should have.
All right. So roll your dice pool. Let's see what happens.
There are jets.
That's cocked.
That was cocked.
That was something else before.
Wait,
it was a
that
2.
moved. Yeah, it was something else before.
That
It was a
D12
2.
move. Reroll the
That
D12.
D12 was a D6. It was a 6, but yeah.
Doesn't matter. All right.
The win?
All right.
3 danger, 4 success.
Yay!
No, 2 danger, 4 successes.
2 danger, 4 success.
All right.
You just want it to be worse for you.
This game's a little more fun if we just beat ourselves up.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Masochism, the RPG.
The Beastmasters are sadists. Or
Okay,
masochists.
so you do
Wow.
4
Beast
hits to
masochist
the
of Yagga-Mor.
to the Eye Dragon. You lay just a bruising blow on this thing, and you smash the main giant kind of like it's an iPad over an iMac, and you punch through both of them and crack the faceplate skull kind of wide open. That does not kill the Eye Dragon because as those bits of jagged electronics fall down into the molten charging crater, behind it is revealed the visor of a small Newton that is looking at you, and in jaggedy handwriting is just like mad. It just says mad now is what it says across the screen.
Now, Steven, because you're so young, Newtons were the original smart device that Apple created for the mall.
It was a PDA, if you will.
Thank you, Grandma Riley.
All right, but it does do. Let's see. So your danger meter goes up. You got how many danger? 2.
2.
So your danger meter goes up 2. You have to take a reduced hit on this, so you do take a point of bashed.
But because I hit, because of my fighting frenzy, when I do 4 hits at once to a threat, I heal as stunned.
Oh, all right.
Does that count as a bash?
Yeah.
too?
So we'll just say that damage is a wash.
Okay.
All right. Very good. So yeah, it tries to take a bite out of you, and you manage to go up and over and smash into its faceplate. Great.
Sounds right.
That's everyone, right? Uh-oh. Well, bad news. The Spire countdown explosion is gone from 3 to 2.
Well, ours we can't deal with it until it hits 1.
Yeah, what's the point? At the top of the round, in the Spire of glowing IMAX with the vicious here in the vicious tech, the forlorn tech tundra. Mega
Just
Ben.
1 round.
I know.
Mega Ben is locked in mortal combat with both Jade and Zamzar. Jade locked in one hand, Zamzar just getting jolted by electricity. Mega Ben rapidly falling victim to a cascade of Oregon Trail malware infiltration.
Benware. Sorry, but not malware. Benware.
I feel like you're missing the point by pronouncing Oregon the way it's just Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail.
What is he
Oregon Trail.
He's pronouncing it Oregon.
Oregon.
Maybe they pronounce it Oregon
I am
in the era of Beastmasters.
I'm just saying.
So glad you brought that up.
Oregon
Because I'm
Trail.
sitting here just like
of Yagga-Mor Oregon Trail.
Oregon.
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 Stop.
Oof.
Extra.
Oregon.
Oregon Trail. Because Oregon,
Yeah.
Oregon, whatever.
Oregon.
Oh my god.
Dark Web is going fisto a fisto with Mosh the Portraiter, who has gotten rid of its bomb vest. and is now just out to mash you.
Wait. If he's gotten rid of the bomb vest, then how is the spire about to explode?
The bomb vest was an extra piece of protection
that was
from Mosh.
extra.
The whole spire is also made of IMAX, and those look like they're overloading and
Got
overcharging.
it. So he already
the bomb
did that.
vest was,
He set that
was
in
danger.
motion.
He has sold World of Warcraft on all of them.
And finally, Shania
Shania
is
on that.
fighting a vicious battle with the Eye Dragon, and probably winning at this point. Who would like to
good
pick?
for Shania.
Who would like to pick up the action next?
Dark Web hasn't gone in a while.
All right, Dark Web.
Okay.
Do you feel good?
Sure, I do.
Web.
It's just Dark Web. We just put an apostrophe with another B, okay?
Those are
Your lips got real wet.
Okay. Well.
wow.
Well.
It's too bad that Ragemonger is literally your worst stat.
Okay.
So
Help us out. Help us, malware, benware.
I've
He's inside the spire.
The Cyber Wizard is fighting the one organic creature that
yes.
to encounter.
So I'm going to use my plasma bow
Yeah,
to shoot Mosh Betrayer in his metal mohawk, as we established.
All right, noted.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It is known.
With my ancient dark powers from beyond the tech stars.
Whoa.
All
It
right.
just says from beyond. I'm going with it.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So this is a Centurion move. What's your Centurion?
My Centurion is a D6.
A D6. So you get a D6 base, and then you get a D10
10
for
and a
your plasma bow, and a D8 for your powers from beyond the stars. Mm-hmm. Anything else? No. All right, very good.
I think this is
I mean,
bad.
you're just getting a D6 anyhow. So, all right, Ben, what's dangerous about Dark Web's situation here? Drawing up a plasma bow, infusing it with eldritch energy, and trying to shoot Mosh the Betrayer in his metal mohawk.
Well, I mean, obviously the plasma bow that bolts can just explode at any point.
it's not
overloaded.
reliable equipment.
Goes
That's for
straight
sure.
to the explosion.
this is the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Sorry about your bow, Riley. What do you think?
So Mosh the Betrayer is starting to get like those little like sprouty things
Yeah.
come out, and like it adds a layer of protection from your attacks.
Oh, because it's got the potato grease on it.
Yeah.
He could catch the arrow too.
He does have arms now.
Potato grease.
Yeah.
No potato grease. I actually think even if you hit his mohawk, it could just like fall off. I guess that wouldn't be dangerous.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so it's got to be dangerous to
It would be
you.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious, but we got to make it dangerous for you.
What if you're allergic to potato dander?
Oh.
My one weakness.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Anything organic, really, because you're all plugged
Yeah.
in.
I'm
to-
a cyber wizard from another dimension.
Yeah. So you love tech,
I'm
but
not
you
a dimension.
hate
I love dimension.
food.
You do.
I do hate
I
food.
feel like allergic or getting infected by sproutlings is kind of where
I'll allow
like
that.
maybe you start to spore yourself.
Oh. Amazing.
Go spore yourself.
All right, very good. Let's see if you shoot Mosh the Betrayer.
Mosh, it's time for you to get mashed.
Yay.
Oh, I did good.
That's actually really good.
2 danger and 4 successes.
Woo!
Nice.
All right, very good. Awesome. So, 4 successes definitely takes out Mosh the Betrayer.
He is, after all, just a potato.
You go up by 2.
Yeah, we're fighting a big mech. And,
You go up by 2.
you're
You
fighting a
gain
dragon
another
and-
power token.
Fighting a potato.
He's a mean potato, okay?
I mean,
Yeah, he's very scary looking.
Okay,
I know,
so-
it's all relative.
So the way that this plays out is you do shoot Mosh the Betrayer squarely in the metal mohawk, and the eldritch energy goes inside of him, right? And you see him kind of begin to shake and convulse and tremor and shiver, and you realize that he's literally getting cooked from the inside, and all of a sudden he explodes. in this giant spray of hot mashed potatoes.
Oh,
and you get burned by the mashed potatoes. So take another point of bash.
Hash burn.
Could I spend one of these to...
Reduce the hit? You can't reduce it any lower than bashed, right?
Then I'll just take the hit.
You got hash burned.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no! I've been hash burned. There we go.
All right.
This is why you don't put potatoes in the microwave.
Exactly. You get a set. You put.
That's the PSA. At the
Poke
end
some
of the day.
holes in it with a fork.
We've had a lot of fun tonight. But what we've learned today is don't put potatoes in the
Dark
microwave.
Web, what are you doing with that potato by the microwave?
I'm going to microwave it real fast.
Whoa, whoa, hang on there, little buddy.
For some reason, it's a G.I. Joe.
Let me show you a simple trick. Gets a fork out. Boink, 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 boink. There you go.
I'll be perfectly honest. I honest to God did not know that fork trick. I've just never microwaved a potato. I knew they blew up. I just didn't know the fork trick, so I'm glad to know that.
Steam holes.
But don't put the fork in the microwave, because that would also be bad.
Yeah, that's the cutaway, is like the forks in the potatoes, like, oh no! Mosh the betrayers inside.
And just before my scene ends, I have to deal with this. No, wait, that's not his voice. I have to deal with this explosion countdown before we're all mashed potatoes.
All right, so Dark Web has successfully vanquished his foe.
Congratulations.
Who would like to go next?
Go.
Okay, I'm going to use my Cyber Wizard this time. I'm going to use my Sorceress Magic and my Arcane Defender ability to use the Molten Charging Crater. I have an ability called Eldritch Energy.
Okay.
So I'm going to infuse the Molten Charging Crater with my Eldritch Energy so that, like, the energy that's currently fueling Mega Ben will actually, like, damage him instead of fuel him.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
So I'm going to mark off the Eldritch Energy that I've got.
Yeah, that sounds like a Cyber Wizard thing to me.
Yeah.
So what's
Okay.
your Cyber Wizard?
That is D10.
D10, nice. And you're using your Eldritch Energy.
Yeah, it's one of my
Yep,
Eldritch
okay.
powers.
Okay, cool. So
take a
that's a
bonus dice.
D10.
Okay. And then what else can I
You
add to
can,
this?
if there's more equipment you can use, it's a D8.
I have the Omni Scanner, so I'm going to use the Omni Scanner to make sure I'm using the right kind of energy to make sure that it's like focused and actually
Find a weak spot, something
instead
like
of giving
that.
him like charging energy. Yeah.
I like it. So
Okay.
that's a D8.
Okay. And then I am going to put on my sand goggles so that I don't blind myself in this.
Oh,
in
when
this
the
attempt.
explosion happens?
Yeah.
Sure. Or in case the explosion happens?
Yeah.
Very good.
Kids, always protect yourself from bright lights and the sun.
Amy, what's dangerous about what Carol is trying to do here?
Well, I think
Overcharge Mega Ben.
Yeah, I think any sort of eldritch magic actually does take a bit of essence from yourself
Ooh.
to cast.
An
But I'm
evil
an
pact.
eldritch creature.
Oh yeah, you are an eldritch creature.
Hey, it's a deal with the
Still.
devil. It can still go wrong.
True.
All right, I like that. Steven?
As another user of the Arcane Arts, we both know that every time we use our magic, Cybertronian gets a little bit more powerful.
Oh. I feel like that's just sort of like something that's generally kind of true, but...
Okay, might blow up. There you go.
Nice.
Fuck it, I try to build a world
I
here.
like-
You can't do me. I don't give a
I like...
Your idea was dumb.
I like that. I don't know how to directly applies to danger to
Well, Cybertronian made all this bullshit, I figured.
yeah, that's true.
Okay.
But no, it might blow up. Let's
Who's
be able
just
to-
handing now?
Uh-huh.
And obviously they're still in the molten charging pit. So
We already have could blow up. I don't want to take anything away from Steven.
well, I don't think could blow up, just could melt, you could fall off, and it's very hot.
Oh yeah, you could.
Yeah.
You might not blow up. You might be vaporized.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
I'm
like
already
it.
pretty hurt, so.
Very good. Very good.
All right. Let's see here.
Oh no, that's I count 4 failures.
Do you want to use the reroll?
There's a table reroll
So
available?
I have 4 failures, and how many hits? Just 3?
Yeah, I count 3.
Wait. It's a 3. No,
It's
a
a
3.
4 or higher is a success, right? So you have 3
Okay,
successes.
so I actually have 4 failures and 3 successes. Yeah, I'll reroll.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
I'm gonna do something good today. I say
We're raising money to end Alzheimer's. You're doing something good today, I promise you.
That's right.
Yay!
Okay, so I have 3 failures now. That's 1, 2, 3.
Your danger dice came up bad.
Yeah, but my actual dice all succeeded. So I have 4 successes and 3 dangers. And I will spend a token to reduce the danger.
Reduce a hit? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Very good.
Or can I make it? Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So your danger track goes up by 3.
Okay.
So move that up to
Even with the reduce?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You reduce a hit, not reduce the danger, right?
Yeah, okay. So
your little red guy goes up.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
So I stay
That
here.
earns you a new power token, right?
Okay.
Yay.
So.
Oh, cool. Okay. I'll take back the one that I just
Yeah,
did.
yeah, that sounds good.
And then.
All right, now the good news is 4 hits on Mega Ben does
Yes!
destroy him.
Yay!
Fuck
Ben is
Mega
dead!
Ben.
Ben is dead! We killed Ben! We
Had
killed
it
Ben!
coming. He deserved it all.
No one ever
All
liked him!
right,
Uncomfortable.
we're done with
Yeah,
this conversation.
sorry.
Very good. See,
gonna
the
make
X
weird
card doesn't
gifs.
have to be a punitive thing that ruins everybody's fun. We're done with that now. All right.
I could go
We're
by
Ben
myself.
done.
In fact, that's not how I found it used. But okay, so you've destroyed Mega Ben. So you draw the Eldritch and draw on your own Eldritch energy, and you actually contact some sort of nefarious evil spirit lurking within the molten charging crater.
It is. It's diphtheria.
Diphtheria?
Yeah.
Or what did
Yeah.
he die? Typhoid fever?
Dysentery.
Nope.
Dysentery.
It's
Yeah.
dysentery, the spirit of dysentery.
Yeah, from the Oregon Trail game that
Yes.
I'm gonna
they
say
all
this in terms
failed
of
it at
character.
once.
yeah, that Xantar made happen.
Yeah.
There's a series of digital tombstones now as they here lie Mega Ben and Mal warriors.
Yeah, right.
Ding, 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 ding,
It's
ding.
just dong, dong,
Cascades.
dong, dong. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
this cascading failure. You've died of dysentery.
Yeah.
And finally, you just hear like one squeaky voice at the very top, the very final iMac of Mega Ben just goes, "God damn it! How do you win this game?" And it crashes down into the molten charging crater, and then they
Yay.
pop up as little plastic tombstones just bobbing along.
And we're able to use those tombstones to climb out of the pit.
Very nice.
You jump Mario like
Yeah.
across the top of them. There is a big splash of, or there's a momentary jolt of feedback. So you have to take a bashed or
Okay.
yeah, you can take a reduced hit. So either bashed or stunned, but probably
take a
bashed. So you do take some scratch and dent damage from that.
I see.
But you're out of I'll give you out of the charging crater, and you've destroyed Mega Ben. So that's
Sorry, Ben.
crushed. Very good. The Potatoling Warriors are engaged
each
with
other.
the Mal Warriors. It does not look good for them because it's 2-1. But Zamzar or Shania, where would you like? You are now newly freed. The cable lets loose as the
Nice.
and so it not only like freezes, but then each of the individual IMAX just starts falling off.
Do I still get a turn?
Yeah. I'm saying it's your turn now. You've been freed
Oh,
from,
you did.
from
Okay,
being
great.
cabled and jolted.
What I would like to do is jump back into that molten charging crater with an unforeseen tactical turn. What I would like to do this turn is there are like pockets, little pockets of craters in there, and I want to throw myself in there so that next turn I can launch myself at the spire explosion
Okay.
and use it as like be a self cannon.
I
So
mean,
interesting.
I'm
Interesting.
So the spire explosion is all right. I mean, it's kind of happening everywhere. So I'll give you like this is a kind of like a preparatory round to try and figure out if there's a way that you can short circuit the explosion.
Yeah.
By using the charging crater.
Okay.
All right. Very good. Tell you what.
So I want to also use Lay of the Land, which is I can use my awareness of the environment to add +1 hit to an action roll.
So you're gonna store that?
So here's the way that we'll roll this one.
Okay.
why don't you give me an Inquisitor-based roll?
Okay.
Right? What's your Inquisitor?
A D8, but
All
I
right.
would love it if you gave me Waste Walker, since I'm literally doing stuff to the land, and you will never let me have Waste Walker.
You're trying to find a useful clue for next round.
Oh, I'm trying to find a useful clue.
Yeah,
I'm
this
throwing
is-
myself.
this
No, I'm
is your
throwing
prep
myself
round.
into a crater
But why?
so that I can become a cannonball. This makes sense to me.
And only you.
I can understand it being an argument for endure extreme conditions.
I mean, I will give you that. That you would endure an extreme.
Yeah, endure extreme conditions was where I was going. I can find my way through an alien jungle, which is basically a crater.
Okay, I'm not supporting you on that. I had your back last time, but that's a little bit.
Okay.
Pull that ripcord. I'm out.
All right. Here's what I will do: is I still want an Inquisitor roll.
Okay.
I
Fine.
will let you use this time only one of your or. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make your Waste Walker ability a power for you. Okay, so you can spend a power token to bring your D12 in
Done.
for one of your base
Fucking done.
instead of one of your bonus dice, right?
Oh, okay, cool.
So it'll
Then-
replace the D10 you would normally get.
Okay, so D8 and then I get a D12. Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
So maybe and then so that might be my unforeseen tactical turn, which is actually the bonus that I would get a D10 for, right?
Okay.
So
if you
that's a
wanna,
D12.
If you want to spend it that way.
And then lay of the land. What is this? You use your awareness of the environment to add +1 hit to an action roll.
Yeah, that's another power. You'd have to spend another power point to activate that because it has a little dot next to it,
that's
right?
a PowerPoint.
Does it
Okay.
have a dot next to it?
Yeah, we'll see if I want to do that.
We'll see.
And then add also up to 3 danger you get on your roll become bonus dice you can use on a future roll. Okay, I think so I think that's what I want to do. Let's see if I can do anything else. Oh, maybe survival gear.
Sure. Use
Because-
some survival gear.
Yeah,
All right.
because I know I'm going to be going
And that'll give you a D8.
into the heat.
Mhm.
Okay, now I'm done. So my plan is to cannonball myself at I don't know, the fuse box of the spire explosion countdown.
Okay, so I was going to negotiate this as this is how much of a bonus you're going to get. How many hit bonus you'll get to your actual spire explosion action next round.
Okay, cool.
That round. Who wants to add danger to this? I think there's clearly some danger from diving headfirst.
They're quite literally throwing themselves into a crater that we
that's-
call the molten charging crater.
I will say that it's also a crater that's full of the corpses of our previous enemies, and so if they're making a cannon out of it, now there's lots of projectiles that could hit them in the air.
Yeah,
It's like obstacles.
That would be next round.
Okay.
Right. So is there anything else dangerous this round? I think we
Well,
decided
just
that.
if they're not dead, right?
Or like maybe like they're still power surging. That could
Dysentery is very infectious.
Here's what I think is that that spirit of dysentery that you have awoken may be lurking within. Do you want to add anything else, Ben?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Run the rest real quick.
this pit is very slick. It's like glass-like substance.
It might
And
be
it is pock-holed, but they're very small pock. Like you're aiming for a very, it's like the size of a womp rat.
okay.
You're trying to aim for. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Goodness.
First Star Wars reference of the day, folks.
All right.
donate.
So 3.
Please.
I have 3 danger.
Yes.
And
You don't get
then
paid for
a
this.
lot
We're trying
of
to
a lot
help
of
people with Alzheimer's.
a lot of dice.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Okay. Waste, consume me, my son.
Don't forget your die
where's-
from
where's
your
poop?
Yeah, don't
scatological
forget
no.
Oh,
Stinky.
my scatty boy. There you are. Okay, so what happens with this?
If you roll a 4, he goes to somebody else.
But it also counts as a success.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, I mean, success. You.
What do you mean,
passed
sure?
Stinky.
I mean, it's a foresight. It's mostly failure.
Pass the stinky to the left, pass the stinky to the right.
Wait, let me help you
We can pass the stinky.
grease up for this
Oh.
dive.
X stars.
X.
Okay, how we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then only 2.
Two danger. All right, very good. So here's the thing. This counts towards the spire explosion, right? These are hits 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
You're not actually physically doing something, but you're like lurking in the molten thing, and you're seeing that there's a pattern to the way.
While I'm in my cannon?
While you're down in the crater, like, you know, like when you're in the crater, you.
I love playing with you.
You
Say it,
extend.
I'm in a cannon.
While you're in your cannon crater, you extend your senses into the molten charging crater and the infernal swirling around you, and you can see that it is actually there's a pattern to how the energy is swirling around that's going to cause the spire to explode, right? You can see that it is some sort of ritual dance that Dysentery is doing in order to escape the spire.
So now I know I must time my cannonball launch at the precise moment in order to disrupt the Dysentery spire explosion. Ready, Stinky?
So your danger meter goes up by 2, of course.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to take a point of bashed for being, you know, submerged in the molten charging crater. But you can feel the gases in the crater like building up around
Yes, and
you.
Stinky's helping.
And Stinky is helping. That's all we're gonna say about that. All right. Shania.
I continue to bash. I activate my Omni Scanner though to find
A weak point.
perfect bash point.
Is it just like a Saiyan thing?
Yeah, it goes.
It's just a piece of plexiglass that goes over. Aye.
It's over 9,000.
So you're gonna punch some more.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do
That's all.
is force axe
Oh, okay.
to open up a more.
Open
up more than punch
use your-
fist of nano fist.
Yeah, nano. You're flesh-eating nanites into the into the body of the eye dragon.
What I'd also like to do is activate my mutant ability.
Oh, your scream.
My stunning scream.
Okay.
To stun the dragon.
Yeah.
On his turn too.
So, I think what that's going to do is give you. What's a good action here? What's your Centurion die?
Centurion is a D8.
Yeah, so I'll give you your Centurion die. You can use that as well in your mix.
Oh. Alright.
So you get a D12 for rage mongering, right?
Yes.
And a D8 for activating your power.
Yes.
And then you get a D10 from your plasma axe.
Yes.
And you get a D8 from
the
Omni Scanner.
Okay.
Ooh.
Anything else? No other bonus stuff, right?
I mean, I could be. No.
Okay, great.
No.
All right. Who would like to add a little bit of danger to what Shania is doing here? I feel like there's definitely something. So Shania, just to be clear on Shania's action, cutting open the innards of the eye dragon and plunging their nanite flesh-eating riddled fist into the heart of the eye dragon.
If you're cutting open an electrical device with a sword or anything, there's a chance of electrocuting yourself. Like you might hit a ground.
Hello.
Also, if their intestines are the same as human intestines, it could just drown. It could just explode, like tangled.
This is his face.
Tangled. Oh, you're doing it to his face.
His face.
You could drown in the
same
brain.
argument. Okay, gray matter brains. It's just tangled. Why you could drown.
I could drown in wires.
Drown in brain wire juice.
Drown in brain wires. Steven, is there anything?
The eye dragon could try to hack your weapon.
Oh.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, use your force
Make it
axe
your
against
own.
you. Okay, let's see what happens. A lot on the line here.
Whoa!
Wow, that's amazing.
That is a
from
really
here.
good.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 success, 1.
That dragon
Is fucked.
That dragon's fucked. Eye dragon.
Fuck you, eye dragon.
Fuck you, dragon. Eye dragon.
More like die dragon.
So you hurl battle back with your I don't know which hand, and then with your plasma axe.
Well, I'm left-handed. So.
Okay. Oh,
Southpaw.
okay. So you slice open the neck of the eye dragon and expose this enormous mass of wires and chips inside, and then you just plunge your horrible nanite necro-ridden fist inside and grab the kind of the thickest, heaviest thing that you can, and you.
An iPod shuffle.
there's an iPad Nano in there. And there's a click wheel iPad.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and you just start dialing it around, and you see on the Newton it just says, "Oh no," and then X, and the whole thing collapses.
Would you like to?
But I'm also
Yeah.
singing. I'm singing a very lovely duet with myself. At the same
Yeah.
The oh no is barely formed because like someone tried to write up the stylus and it didn't read the pushes correctly, so it just like it's a half oh. And I'm like,
Of course.
All right. So the but with your one danger that you get, I am going to say that escalates the spire explosion. So anybody who acts against this, I get to add this as a danger die against them, and it only counts as danger. It can't give you any. Actually, I have a die for this.
Oh,
I've got to die for this.
I got a die for
There's a die for that.
this.
only danger.
the phrase "I gotta die for this" really can be used multiple ways.
All right. So that brings us to the end of that. You've defeated the eye dragon. You defeated a lot this round.
Yeah.
It's good.
But it is
And
the
I
final
prepared.
round to try to take out or prevent the spire collapse and explosion. Also, the Maul Warriors. Boy,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that
Tailings are not doing well.
the Potatolings are probably on their last.
Last bud.
they're probably in trouble, but that's mostly that's right now that's been a minions versus minions kind of
Someone
fight.
protect us.
That
with
is
the
kind of
tails.
like background pew 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 kind of stuff.
Poetic.
All right, who would like to kick off round 3, our last chance to prevent the explosion and perhaps take over the spire?
Can I work with Zamzar?
Yes.
So
can
you
we?
can help someone. You can help someone.
I want to help. I want to actually help you though, because you're the cyber wizard. I'm just going to be some brute force cannonballing into the situation. Very adeptly.
So the way that this works is you use your turn. You use your action to kind of describe what you would do, what you would do to help, and then we roll for that like we would anything else, and whatever successes you get added to their roll.
What are you thinking?
So I want my nanite swarm to go flying down to you, and they're just like silver and black bumblebees. They're adorable. They'll come flying down, and
Help guide me.
they're gonna guide you. And also, it's gonna let me finally talk to you.
Oh, great.
Zamzar, what's going on down there?
I'm turning myself into a stinky cannonball.
Not the stinky cannon. We haven't done that since the last apocalypse.
I know, but the time is ripe. I must blast myself into the dysentery poop of the spire explosion before it actually explodes. You know this.
Well, we're really going down the crapper on this one.
Yes, my only thing is, it is a dodgy bullet, this explosion thing.
No, this is perfect. I can totally hack the molten charging crater from up here.
Oh, you can direct my launch
Exactly.
and perfect the physics of my arc and where I land. The force at
You
which
know
I
it
hit
because I'm the token nerd.
And I'm the token piece of shit.
Cut. Who left that in the script? Who left that in the script?
That's under the extended DVD collection. It's only sold in Japan.
Yeah.
All right.
I just
So your
you
nanites
see
are going to
people
do
in
what?
Japan wearing that.
So what I'm going to use
I'm the stinky
is
piece of shit.
The token piece of shit.
The token.
I'm going to use my Adam Sling AR 9600 smart pad along with my sand goggles that I've modified with the Cybergadget Alpha to be really good at math for me.
Okay.
And I'm going to direct the explosion to shut down the spiral countdown.
Oh, I thought you were helping her.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm basically
my
going to shoot
explosion.
her at the fuse box with all those gadgets and stuff. Listen,
I'm confused on who's helping who. Like,
He's helping me.
yes,
okay.
I'm helping them because they
Alright.
threw themselves into a crater, and I'm trying to make this work here.
So you're trying to use the nanites to accurately help direct her when she does her jump. Is that
Yes.
is that what you're getting at?
yes.
All right. So I'm going to say that is an. That's a Skyrunner move. What's your Skyrunner?
My Skyrunner's a D8.
Okay, so it starts with a D8, and then you get a D10 and another D8, and I believe another D6 for all of the bonus stuff that you're doing.
because I used
Alright.
all the crap.
Uh-huh. Is there
Nice.
anything dangerous about sending this nanite swarm to target, help Zamzar target stuff?
Well, I mean, there's obviously a lot of Wi-Fi going
Oh,
on. in the
Wi-Fi
air.
interference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
interference.
wait, interference.
All right.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah.
My stinky fumes could make the bees not like me.
Oh yeah, they might not
Turn-
like Stinky, that's for sure. Or just like you in general.
Oh gosh, 'cause the Wi-Fi one's really good. There might be trolls nearby that are like studying this, and like they were prisoners
Great.
in
The
they were-
internet trolls are here.
Yeah, they were prisoners in
Oh.
the spire, and now, but like they're not necessarily just because they're prisoners. I mean, like they're like good prisoners. Like they might also be like some bad people that were locked up.
Oh,
And so
yeah,
they're
yeah.
a threat.
The internet trolls are just like roaming bands of assholes.
Yeah.
So I think the danger here is you could get memed.
Not
Oh,
me.
yes.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so my nanite swarm, you release a swarm of semi-autonomous microdrones. Add 1 hit to your action roll and give an ally +1 hit on their next roll. Does that mean I add 1 to my dice, or
You
do I
add
get a
1
D6?
hit, so that means 1 more success.
Oh,
So
okay,
more
cool.
dice.
Perfect.
You have to spend a power point. The ones with the circles are powers, right? So you have to spend your powers in order to activate those.
Okay, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy your extra success. We are looking at 3 danger
Uh-huh.
and 4 successes. And I cannot stop knocking this stupid thing over.
Okay.
5 successes.
Yeah, so it's
5,
it's
yes.
5 total with so you're going to get 5 extra successes on your roll when you go.
Mhm.
All right. And you got 3 danger or
3 danger.
3 danger. All right. So,
What's up, danger?
I think
This is stupid.
here's the way that this plays out. Normally, I would get to introduce a new threat. I'm gonna let this one just sort of like remain ambiguous for a while. But a consequence of this is by sending your nanites over and trying to get an exact lock on dysentery, you copy a piece of the dysentery code into your being.
Oh, that's so gross.
So yeah, if you want to write that down somewhere.
I really don't.
Yeah.
I really don't want to write that
Code.
down.
It's
Yeah.
the
Does
seed
that
of your
mean-
demise.
Does that mean that Stinky looks at me and then looks at him and looks at me and looks at him? And it's like weighing the two. And it's just kind of like, see you later.
Okay, I'm gonna spell dysentery with a Z, and we're gonna pretend it's an actual character in the lore.
Does he auto get Stinky?
No.
He doesn't?
No.
All right. Well,
Okay,
Stinky's eyeing you.
DYZEN space TERRY.
All right.
Dysentery.
Stinky, don't leave me.
Uh,
I'll be gross for
I think
you.
rather than trying any more helping actions, unless you have something really ingenious, let's go
what
for Zamzar's can
Let's
action.
do it.
Now,
Alright.
this feels like, to me, a Skyrunner action.
Okay, I'm D6 for that.
Mm-hmm.
I will. I'm gonna call this improvised weapon because I am a weapon.
Yeah,
now.
all right. That sounds reasonable.
And I want to use a power to make that the D12. Oh no, you said I can only do that once.
I think you can do it whenever, as long as you spend power tokens to activate it.
Thank
right?
you. I'm gonna make this a waste
Scott
walker.
Thulu, thank you for the sub.
I guess I don't really have much else because I'm kind of at his whim. I'm kind of at the Nano Knight's whim.
Okay.
And I don't need. I could wear sand goggles, honestly, though. That might help.
Yeah, you definitely want to put those on.
I'll put sand goggles on. So that's a D8 or a D6 now. This is my base. This is the
That's your
D10.
That replaces your D10, so now it's a D8 for another bonus.
And now I'm good.
Okay, very good. Don't forget Mr. Poop Dice.
Okay, Mr. Poop Dice.
And I think for sure, the whole place could explode. That's one piece of danger.
Yeah, it's that.
Don't they get
one
that
too.
D6 as well?
Yeah, this gets rolled against you. It can't make successes.
Okay.
Anything else dangerous about this?
I think that the tower is also becoming unstable because of all the things that have been happening to it. So there's a good chance it could collapse.
Collapse? I like that.
Okay.
The nanites, while adorable and loyal, are sometimes kind of stupid.
Okay. Yeah, the nanites could attack you instead of attacking the thing.
Dumb nanites.
I mean, I feel like it's so dangerous already.
That's just
All right.
straight.
Yeah, you have a lot of danger.
Let's fire it up.
General danger. Okay.
General danger.
All right.
Okay. 777 44 6 a 4.
Oh no, that's a 3.
That's a 3.
No, when I picked it up, it was a 4 on the bottom.
Oh, was it a 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
All right.
Okay.
I saw a 3.
I
You
saw
saw
3.
three?
Yeah.
Great.
I thought you put it
Great.
straight
You
down.
failed. Congratulations.
Okay, that's a fail. That's a fail then. But other than that, y'all pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. That's 10.
10. All right. Very good.
10, and then 3 danger.
All right. So, I will let you describe. I'm not going to take this move away from you. What happens? How
Okay.
How do you stop
Yes.
the spire explosion and collapse
So
at the
on my
very
way,
last moment?
All the gases and the weird chemistry happening inside the molten charging crater, plus Stinky's farts, build up behind me in the crater that I have.
There's a way to make Stinky go away, but I feel like I put that incentive in there, and Chad is like, "Oh no, I'm not donating towards that goal."
Guys, it's for a good cause. You help fight Alzheimer's. You make me happy.
I tell you what,
For the
I'll
love of
change from
God.
Stinky goes away to Stinky gets upgraded from a D4 to a D8. How about that?
Then he's a healthy boy.
Yeah, that's
No.
right.
This be
Yeah.
worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
But all the gases build up into the little cavity that I've barricaded myself into, and it shoots me forth. As it shoots forth, guided by the nanites, they direct my arc.
There's like a spiraling cascade.
But like when the planet passed through the moon and the earth, so does my arc and trajectory disrupt the communications of the explosion material. And on my way to the spire, everything gets disjointed so that by the time I do hit the fuse box that will explode, it is rendered useless, and I smash into it and I flatten it.
Okay, so yeah, you hit the critical juncture just at the last moment. There's a flicker, a final kind of like surge of power, and then the entire complex goes dim, except for one lone iMac at the very top of the spire, and then you see a little light, a little red light blink on an antenna. It's a direct TV antenna that has a red bulb in it, and the red bulb just kind of like wow, 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 and then it goes dim, and the iMac at the top of the tower goes dim. Apparently, some sort of final transmission has taken place. But the tower falls silent, and the heat from the molten charging crater begins to subside, and with that, the cold of Siberia begins to creep in. The Maul warriors throw down their weapons and begin charging away, and we are out of the climactic battle at the Tower of Glowing IMAX. All right.
Yay.
So we now do an interlude, which is just a short, punchy scene where you get to have a moment of role-playing or narration of action by each player, kind of similar to this previously thing on that we did at the top, where you talk about, you talked about what you did in that episode. Now you talk about what, you do in the aftermath of the battle. And this is also where you can reveal a relationship with one of the other characters. You can talk about where you find yourselves now, where the next action may start, and you also get to refresh 3 pieces of equipment that you checked off, right? So 3 things that had a plus that you checked off, you get 3 of them back. You also get to reduce your danger level by 5 if you choose, and heal any of the hitboxes in the highest section of the danger meter where you have harm.
Cool.
How many? All of them?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Oh my God, we're back to the only thing I'm gonna miss is all of my gear.
Right. And I'm gonna give you some inspiration for what you might do with these scenes, because that was the end of the previous episode. This episode is now called. Oof. All right. Already kind of shaping up to be clearly the addition in the series. Ooh.
Amy was so scared she ran away.
Yeah.
I now have that Into the Spider-Verse What's Up Danger stuck in my head.
Okay.
Firmly stuck.
This is going wonderful places.
Uh-oh.
Oh, all right. All right. So, you did not know it at the top of the episode, but this episode that we're playing is called Battle for the Ethereal Citadel of the Nuclear Worm Riders.
God damn it.
All right.
This is a backdoor pilot. I'm going to be so mad.
So that's where we're going, is the battle for the Ethereal Citadel of the Nuclear Worm Riders. You have just come from the Spire of Smoking IMAX on the Tech Tundra. And you know that Cybertronia is your main, is your main foil. But what do you do in your little interlude here to
Can I just say, I would like Shania hands still swarming with nanites.
Oh, okay.
I know Cyber Wizard He knows nano.
So here's just to be clear, in this interlude scene, it's all just a quick narrative thing. We don't have to do any rolls or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cure Shania.
Oh, you poor thing. Let me fix that.
Cure Shania.
So I get out all my tech gadgets and my who's its and what's its galore. I turn myself into Doc Ock for a couple scenes because, of course, there's a toy line without. And I try to repair the hand.
She wants to do a new episode.
Yeah. So this episode that we're currently playing, so we were playing that, in the cliff. We picked up the cliffhanger from this one.
Yeah.
The title of the episode that we're actually playing is Battle for the Ethereal Citadel of the Nuclear Worm Riders.
The Worm Riders. Okay,
Yeah,
and it's
the
nuclear.
Ethereal Citadel of the Nuclear Worm Riders.
Can I also make a suggestion? We don't have to pick it up, but
Yeah.
since you're a cyber wizard, maybe you tracked that last.
So let me take this a step further. One other thing you can do this interlude that is optional, you don't have to do it, but you can introduce some sort of hint or clue. So, I don't want to take too much agency away from Steven, but you could say, "Oh, look, there's something on the radar here," or you discover something or whatever.
I'm glad you're here, Shania. Well,
Fist.
fix. Wow. While I was repairing all the gadgets and everything, I took the liberty of tracking down where that signal was going. Fix.
What signal?
Ooh, the signal from the spire that we shot Zamzar into.
What? I took down Dragon by myself. Did you see?
No, but I'm sure it was wonderful. Fix. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Carol!
I am paying my respects to my fallen adversary, Beastly Ben. For though we were rivals, I respected him as a Beastmaster, and he has fallen in battle, and now that our fight has ended, I show him the respect that he deserves. And while going through the Beastmaster tradition and laying him to rest, I find a letter written to him from Cybertronia informing him to join up with the Worm Riders. And so now I know what the next stage of Cybertronia's plan is, and I can share it with my comrades as we figure out what to do next.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, I was going to tell you that I tracked the.
Oh, sorry.
No, I tracked the signal to what the hell's this place
The
called?
Ethereal Citadel.
To the Ethereal Citadel.
Excellent.
So
I believe that's where the
probably
Worm Riders were going. Whoa.
exactly.
I will. What is? Waste Walker.
Thank you, sir.
That feels Cyber Wizard. I'm definitely not Cyber Wizard.
So I think you were out of the room. This interlude part that we're doing is purely narrative. Nobody makes any rolls or anything like that. It's just your opportunity to maybe role play with another character or do something that your character might do. And you have the opportunity not only to kind of refresh some of your equipment, so you can get 3 things back that you've checked off.
I got that.
Yeah, you got that part. You also are allowed to introduce like some clues or some plot points or something like that if you so desire.
Okay.
Introduce a clue, plot point, or a possible future threat, right?
You know, you and Stinky can just have a nice conversation.
We sure can.
Yeah, I mean, it can be one of those like reading in the back of the, like a battle van kind of things or whatever.
Oh, here's what this might be overstepping my bounds, but ethereal to me means that this race of people might be Shadow or Eldritch. And so I'm just saying, Carol.
Yes.
Do you know any of these ethereal people? Might you have come from their Worm Riders? Aren't you riding a virtual, well, I was going to say virtual worm, but...
I'm not a worm.
Well, that's one of my companions.
The-
How dare you speak of my
Carol doesn't
Diomede
ride me
Jade that
either.
way? But I am.
I feel like you're really misrepresenting our relationship here. We're partners. We're not, I'm not subservient.
I never mentioned you once. You have inserted yourself into this
I
conversation.
know, but seals are flagged. We're going to introduce them to life.
Yes,
I mean,
all right.
Well, actually, the only guy who cares about that is taking a pee right now.
I'll admit, you are the cutest thing I ever saw. Now we fulfill.
It is a good thing you come equipped with lots of different armor and weapon options. Sold separately. I could commune with my dark packs, and I could find a trace of. I speak to many elder gods that are of other realms, and they perhaps could lead us to information that we need for the final battle.
Yes, and perhaps help the more corporeal of our group get through the, I'm sure, tech shields that they have built around their castle.
Well, all right, I like that.
Indeed.
Okay.
You mean Smash?
Well, I think these two can pass through it easily, but you and I, of more flesh and bone, might have to smash. Or have them break down a section, a hexagon section that we might pass through.
Yeah. Sound fun.
I believe I could make that happen.
Also, Stinky and I are getting married.
That's a separate.
We shall create more waste.
Hey, I made you an engagement ring.
Oh, God.
You're making it right now.
X.
All right.
What did I come back to? What
You actually
madness?
missed an entire marketing thing that happened, and then we got back to the thing you hate the most.
I'm so mad right now. Okay.
Hey, want to know how you get ringworm?
Hand me that card.
I already pointed at it. Apparently it's ineffective.
Yes, Stinky transcends X cards.
He's excrement.
All right.
I want to go home.
Same.
We're here for a good cause. We're here for a good cause. We're here for a good cause.
All right. So, before we transition to our next scene, I just want to remind you that we do, if you sub up during the show here, you can give a reroll to one of our players at the table, or you can give a reroll just for the table's use in general. Also, we've got a number of wonderful prizes. Where did I put my giant sheet? I'm not going to read the whole thing, but we have a $50 gift code to Reaper Miniatures. Is amazing. $25 in any of the digital offerings in Evil Hat store. A bunch of other PDFs. A set of Green Flame Wizard dice from Polyhero Dice that will ship to anyone in North America. And a set of Royal Purple dice from Dice Envy. And a copy of For the Queen, Evil Hat's new story building game. It's a collaborative story building game. If you like the style of Beastmasters here, where you ask somebody what's dangerous about what's going on, and you collectively or collaboratively build the fiction together, For the Queen is a much less mechanically intensive game. Is really you draw tarot cards, and they have leading questions on them, and you can either answer the card for yourself about this is how it relates to my character, or you can give it to one of the other characters and say, oh, this seems like your question. So it has that same kind of collaborative story building style. It just came out literally like 2 weeks ago, and they sold out of it at Origins last week. So we're going to give a copy of that if you make a contribution of as little as $1. So thanks to everyone who's donated. We've got half an hour left in the stream. We've got some good stuff on the Ladder of Joy. If you do ! Unlocks, you can see some ways that you can influence the outcome of what's about to happen next. So with that in mind, traditionally in Beastmasters, we would have a suspense scene where we would create some questions coming out of what we had just played through, and also where we know the episode is going next. But I don't think we really have time to play through that, and I think we've also sort of, through our interlude here, answered some of those questions already. Like, we know we're going to the Ethereal Citadel. You've tracked the signal. We know that Beastly Ben has an invite to the Citadel. But let's fill out the let's just do a little bit more world building around the Ethereal Citadel of the Nuclear Worm Riders. So
the Nuclear Worm Riders.
Yeah.
Is that WYRM?
Now it is.
Oh, yes.
the
All right.
dragons?
Hang on.
Oh,
All right.
no.
This is big, right?
More
I thought they were
dragons.
like
You took that
sandworms.
dragon. Oh, sandworms. They could still be
Okay,
sandworms.
are they
Why?
color
With a
coordinated
Y.
giant
What if
worms or
they're
color
sandworm
coordinated
dragons?
dragons?
Yeah. Huh?
Are they color coordinated giant worms or color coordinated dragons? Like,
I think what Riley said, maybe they are dragons, but they're like sea dragons where they actually can survive underneath the sand.
So they fly, but they don't have wings.
Right.
They do, yes.
Oh, all right.
So you still get your
They're-
worm.
Okay, good.
They're like the serpent style dragons.
Yeah.
And they
The
like-
Eastern dragons.
Yeah, Eastern
Yes.
dragons, but they like swim through
Haku.
the sand.
The best things about Eastern dragons are mustache hairs.
All right.
Very flowing.
they definitely have that. And you can brush them.
Oh, is that how the riders ride them?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
The whiskers.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. All right.
Whiskers.
So,
Nuclear worm riders.
battle
Oh.
for the Ethereal Citadel of the Nuclear Worm
There it is.
Riders.
Cool.
May I offer a suggestion? Playing off of the word ethereal.
Well, sure.
Like the last spire was made of IMAX. This is essentially a lot of Ethernet cables.
Oh! Look at that.
yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right.
Terrifying to behold.
Playing off that, though, this is actually the Citadel's incredibly important because it's how we communicate with everyone else in the Wasteland.
Ooh, all right. So it's like all right. So Ethernet cables.
You could say it's a hub.
It is.
Oh,
It's a
there's a real firewall.
There
Ooh.
absolutely is a real
Hell
firewall.
yes.
You said tech shields. I feel like firewall is is really what that is, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, it's digital fire,
Yeah, we all know this.
which is, the name of my next rap group.
Digital.
Digital fire with a Y.
And comm
Too close to Fire
center.
Festival.
I know it really is permeating. All
All right.
It's ruined
conversations.
everything.
So I'm going to put down cables everywhere is something that's...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like instead of like doors, you have to untangle the cables and get through. It's very annoying.
Oh, the Citadel's actually alive.
Yeah, the cables aren't like themselves sentient, but they're part of the Citadel, and so like they like move around and they're like animated.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we just took it up a notch.
Well, it's the cables you already, yeah.
Sentient Citadel. Okay.
It makes a giant face out of the cables to talk to you.
Oh, just like in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's voiced by
Love
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh hell yeah!
We can afford them?
Yeah.
I mean, this was early in his career.
Oh, fair enough.
There's a level in there, like up the chain, where it's like he goes away. Instead of him going away, it's he upgrades to a D8.
Oh, we're married.
Oh,
Oh, we're
married.
engaged.
They're
We're
engaged. They're engaged.
They got you got engaged.
he made a ring.
Don't
He's
don't
currently-
get them down that conversation.
I don't want to.
That's where he came in. He was currently making a ring.
I X'd out that.
yes, she did.
All right. I
I need a
feel
monster.
I feel like
Monster
dysentery is in play here. We have the nuclear worm riders in play here.
It's
this is
DYZENTERRY. Dysentery?
Dysentery. Dysentery.
Yeah, no. The spirit of Dysentery. He's not a good person.
Two people, Diz and Terry.
Yeah, it's Dizzy Gillespie.
Yes.
Dizzy
In Raccoons,
Gillespie.
we had a
And Terry
staff that was supposed to be someone called the staff of Gilead, and I said it was the staff of Gil, last name Liad.
Oh,
Gil
yes.
All right.
Have you ever met a good person named Gil?
So we know that these nuclear worm riders. We know a lot about the worms, right? What are the worm riders themselves like, and like sort of what's their
They're Power Rangers.
I think that they have to be a little bit ethereal because otherwise they would knock off the worm riders when they fall into the sand. So they have to be kind of like not quite corporeal.
Okay. So
They'd be much harder to hit.
semi-corporeal.
They're able to like phase with the sand. So they're like trying to think of like the good like tech version of that.
So this place is surrounded by sand, right? It's like sand dunes. Is there anything extraordinary about the sand dunes around here?
Oh, every once in a while you might run into a gigabyte.
Ooh, I like
What's
that.
a gigabyte?
It's a monster.
It bites you.
It's a big bitey boy.
It's a big bitey boy.
But
Ooh.
he's always is a freelancer, always looking for a gig.
The worm riders are all ROMs. Like they're all recreated, and that's why they're like not the full figures.
Okay. Semi-incorporeal ROM riders.
The leader wears red.
Yeah. But the green one really feels like it should be the leader.
Well, he's the popular one.
All right.
There's only one.
Is there anything else unusual or interesting about the setup of the Citadel itself? Off the top of your head.
Well, at the top of it, it also has a DirecTV dish.
Yeah, of course it does. All right. I mean, it's the hub and comm center. We have that.
Yeah.
I'll just add that to here with dish.
With dish.
Now with dish. It doesn't get Fox though.
The Citadel is true neutral.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Okay. All right.
Because it basically works whoever is controlling it, which is why
That's why you have to
matters
battle
so
it.
much.
Yeah.
We're battling for it because right now the worm riders are controlling it, and they're like they're an evil, and we're trying to take over for it and shift it back to being good again.
All right. So you know that a transmission went out to the ethereal Citadel, which is currently patrolled and sort of controlled by the nuclear worm riders, who are these semi-corporeal ROM warriors. You, after a montage journey, arrive at the scene, and you can see that there's something unusual happening. Let's see here. So,
Wedding.
So first of all, the digital firewall has replicated itself and is fully fencing in the Citadel.
Fire perimeter.
So I'm going to create a couple extra firewall cards for this. And what that means is you won't be able to attack anything inside the Citadel. These are just attributes of the Citadel. You won't be able to attack anything inside the Citadel until you break through these firewalls. And I'm just going to say that there's 3 of those.
Do we have to defeat all 3? In order to get
in order to get inside, you're going to have to defeat the firewall. I think...
that tracks.
I think these guys, we decided that these guys roam around outside, right? So they're
right.
roaming around. They are acting very, they're on high alert. Like they're
mama bearing.
Yeah, they're apparently we're in the midst of an initiation ceremony that got interrupted, and now they're on a frenzied kind of like we're out to kind of get our revenge for having this thing interrupted.
But one would assume that they carry the passcodes to get inside through the firewall.
It's possible.
Right.
Well, are we ready to start moving, or what are we?
So,
Okay.
yeah. Let's leave it there, and we'll see if we can figure out. I mean, if somebody wants to figure out what else might be going on inside the Citadel, you'll have to take actions in order to do that. But you can see that the firewall is up, and the nuclear worm riders are in full battle regalia.
Where's Shania?
I probably threw her away.
Shania.
Whoa, Shania. Shania died.
There we go.
All right. So, Carol, Jade, Fluffy, and Divine. Zamzar. Go ahead and just what sort of conveyance do you guys arrive in? What do you show up in?
Well, I'm riding on Jade.
Yeah, you're riding on Jade. How do the rest of you travel? What's your
We have a
typical?
battle van, right?
Yeah, we have a battle van.
That event.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
War machine.
Yeah. It has some sort of weird tires. What are those weird tires like?
They're old AOL CDs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's where I'm gonna go with, instead of them being like AOL CDs, like with a spindle, like
No.
they're layered.
It's a tray.
like
It's like
scales.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, nice.
It makes the worst noise when you roll the toy across the part of the but
it's awful.
Yes.
All right, so you roll up in. They call it the battle band is called 9263 because that's how many free hours of AOL you have collectively with your group of things. And you see the firewall is like is jaggedly is ensconced around the ethereal Citadel. What you see is the nuclear worm riders are right now. It seems like they're fighting the firewall, right?
Oh.
They're battling against it, and they turn towards you and they go, "They must be controlling it." Oh wait, they have a ROM voice, right? They must be controlling it. These worm riders are not very smart. Use full nuclear powers.
Wait, we don't know who's controlling it?
Nuclear worm riders, attack! And their worms
nice.
dive into the sand and they start spiraling towards you because they can't get back into their own Citadel. How does that sound? That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
That's the setup. What would you like to do? The firewall's in full force. The nuclear worm riders are charging toward you.
Scott, who?
Yeah, it's just
all
the
right.
screen flickering. Who would like to take an action?
I'll go ahead.
Mhm.
I will use my newest cyber gadget,
Oh.
the Talkatron 900.
Okay. Talkatron 900.
The Talkatron 900, and I'm going to try to remotely hack the blue worm rider.
Oh, all right. The main one, right?
No,
No.
red.
That's red.
Red.
It goes red, green, blue.
Oh, the weakest one. All right.
No. Then you have yellow, then pink.
All right.
Pink's not the girl, for the record.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. That's definitely a cyber wizard mood.
Okay.
Move,
What are these colors coming from?
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Oh gosh. Reverend, I know things. I do.
I believe you.
I was trying to figure out how they work towards ROM. I was like, what do red, green, and blue do ROMs? And then I realized I forgot you guys made them Power Rangers.
There's 5 of them. They're Power Rangers.
I got you.
And they have personalities defined by one thing.
Earth,
Like
air,
us.
wind, fire. Got
Very good. All right. So
And heart.
that's a D12
And heart.
to hack one of the nuclear worm riders.
Yes, I get a D10 because I'm using
Yes.
a cyber gadget in beta.
Mm-hmm. Oh, very good. Any other equipment? Bonus abilities?
I have come here with a hidden purpose.
Uh-oh. What? Uh-huh. How does that apply?
I was born from the Citadel, and I'm here to check on my mother.
Oh!
So when I see that the firewall is completely up,
Yeah.
and these cretins are attacking it, I'm... No!
All right, very good. What's dangerous about what Dark Web is attempting to do? Attempting to hack one of the nuclear worm riders.
Obviously, his new gadgets in beta
Hello, could explode.
could explode.
They're pretty close to that firewall.
Pretty close to the fire. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you could get
Knocked into it.
knocked into the firewall or something.
Oh, this nuclear worm rider might psychically attack you with some yo mama jokes.
No!
No.
As we all know, that is the defining characteristic of the blue cyber rider. Where did that
Who's voiced by
over
Nick
there,
Cannon?
over there.
Where?
To
Where'd it go?
the left.
The left? There it is. Thank you.
All right,
I
let's
can't see shit.
make our action roll.
Oh boy.
That's not good.
Oh, is there any reroll?
That's
no
bad.
reroll.
There's no
No
reroll.
rerolls. I could make you reroll that, but I'm not going to because I'm
Don't
the
do
GM.
that.
All right. So first of all, that's 4 failures, right?
4
That's
failures and
4
2
danger.
successes.
So you go up 4 danger. Congratulations, you have once again earned
Go
a
up, danger.
power token.
Do I start at 1 or do I start at
It
0?
was already out. It was
You
out.
you put it in mine,
started
so
0, I
there you go.
believe.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Okay. So you
Retaliated.
you take a full hit, so that means you are bashed.
Oh no, all 3?
No. You just mark a point in bashed because your danger meter is so low. You don't take a ton of damage, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So you attempt to.
I will remind you, dysentery spirit is in my swarm, so if you want to use that.
All right. Oh yeah. So you attempt to hack into one of the power ROM riders, and as you make contact with its system, it says, "We sense traces of the infidel within you. Force feedback loop." And yeah, your beta Takatron 2000 just melts down in your hand, and actually burns your palms.
Oh no!
All right, who would like to go next?
I feel like Shania. Shania is going to attack
Okay.
whichever one attacked.
Oh, okay.
Good friend.
Yeah.
All right, so you hurl back and punch this thing.
Well, it's just my regular hand now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have my pneumatic impact gloves.
Okay.
On.
So you're doing a Ragemonger move,
I'm
right?
100%.
So D12 for that, and then a D10 for using your pneumatic power gloves. Mhm.
Yep. Oof. See, the raging momentum, that is just...
You have to use a power token in order to activate that.
But it only activates if I eliminate a threat.
Okay.
So I don't think I'll be doing that
Right.
this time around. But I definitely have my Omni Scanner on,
Okay.
too.
All right. Check it off. Who would like to give some danger to Shania here? Punching the worm rider who just attacked, the blue worm rider who just attacked Dark Web.
Well,
I mean, worms have loyalty to their riders. So
you could get
punching the rider.
bitten by the
blue
worm. Bitten by the worm. I like that.
Bitten by the worm.
I feel like
Bitten by the
You
worm.
might walk without rhythm, and then you will attract the worm.
True.
that's already in that
That
one.
made me happy.
I'm gonna say we've got semi-corporeal on the thing, so you could it could
through.
phase around. You could punch through, and then it phases around you, and
You
does
become it.
damage
I think
to
that
you.
firewall's still in play too. If they're right by the firewall.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, if I jump through and
Yeah, if it phases and you go through it, you hit the firewall.
All right, let's see what you get.
Oh, shoot.
so 3 and 3.
Okay. All right. 3 and 3. So, all right. So here's the good news: is this is just the warm up, right? So you take out this worm rider.
So is he eliminated?
Yeah.
Okay,
that
then
one
I
is eliminated.
do want to use a PowerPoint
Okay.
to Raging Momentum, which means that if I activate this power, to immediately do 3 hits to a nearby threat.
Okay.
So if they're 3-point damage, because I just did 3 points to him, that means I take out another one.
Okay. All right. So you punch one
Yay.
so hard you punch through into another one who's coming to back. Brother, I will defend you.
Yeah. This is the best I've ever done in any kind of role
I know, that's
by the way.
amazing.
Seriously.
Yeah.
MVP.
Yeah.
For sure.
However,
Beast.
the resulting explosion of just like bits of robot parts, and you see the giant worms, like once they're riderless, they're like, well, let's get out of here, like we're free, and they slink off into the sand, right? You see some security cameras on the perimeter of the ethereal citadel, like come on. And like home in on your group, like you've been spotted.
Whoa.
Right? And you see kind of like alarm lights go on, and you see the firewall seems to almost get like reinforced a little bit. Now you did 3 danger, so you move your needle up by 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. That's that.
Does that give me another token? My token back?
Yeah. If you earned one, yes, you get another one. All right.
I am going to summon my skills as a Beastmaster and try to influence these worms to betray these riders who are using them for nefarious reasons and turn them to our side.
Yes.
Okay.
Aren't they nefarious?
All right.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, we're just knocking these
Cybertonia.
things around. They don't seem bad.
They
but-
work for Cybertonia. We had the instructions to come.
Oh yeah.
So I'm
Alright,
going
alright.
to use. So with that, I'm going to. So that's my Beastmaster, I'm assuming, and then I'm also going to use a Dark Bargain, one of my Eldritch things. That is to. I'll say that I'm like tapping into my Eldritch magic in order to make me seem even more influential. I'm also going to open up I have Outrider's Bandolier, which I'm interpreting as being my chest fanny packs. And I'm going to pull back out that symbol of Beastly Ben that I had.
Oh,
To be
okay.
like, see, I'm working with your ally already. And like, so I'm going to do that. And
Okay.
then I'm trying to think of what else I can use for this. I think I can maybe use the fact that I have amounts, so it shows that I have made beasts trust me. And that'll be my 3, I think.
Okay.
So.
All right. So you get your 3 bonus dice and your D12 for Beastmaster, whatever your Beastmaster is, right?
Yep, it's a 12.
And then, I mean, they might just straight up attack you. I feel like that's
Yes, for sure.
That's one. Anyone else?
The symbol of Beastly Ben is a sign of war.
Oh.
True.
Also,
Could backfire.
she might overdo it and attract some gigabytes. Which, if they follow her into the actual citadel past the firewall, it could do some serious damage.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right, let's see this. Let's do this.
That's a lot of dice.
I know. And I have not been rolling good today, so it's gonna be real fun to see what happens. I wish I had a tower right now. Oh no! Okay, so that's So that's a failure. That's a failure.
Yeah.
That's a failure, and this is a failure.
So you got 4 danger.
And then I have 4 danger and 3 successes.
3 successes. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Very good. All right. Well, here's the thing. We've established that 3 hits does neutralize one of these guys anyhow, right?
Okay.
All right, so you go up 4 danger. Did you move your marker up 4?
I will now. 1.
Thank you, almost as cool.
4. So I'm actually on a.
You get a power.
Yeah.
Power points.
Thanks, Jordan.
Cool.
Thanks for the sub, Jordan.
All right. So you brandish the medallion of Beastly Ben and say, "I am with you. I'm an ally of Beastly Ben. We are here working with Cybertronia. Let us pass." And this Rom warrior like levels his red LED eye at you and says, Cybertronia has betrayed us.
Oh, no.
Cybertronia is taking over the Citadel. You are an enemy if you are in league with Cybertronia.
I was trying to influence the worms themselves, not the riders.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to get the worms to betray their riders.
Turns out the worms are
Is Cybertronia your mom?
The Citadel's my mom.
The Citadel's your mom?
Yeah.
Oh.
Cybertronia's my sister.
What? What the what?
All right, and you realize now that the reason that the firewall is up around the ethereal citadel is that Cybertronia herself, you thought she was going to be at the smoking spires of IMAC, but no, she's here at the ethereal citadel taking over the communications hub of the entire planet.
No! Oh my god.
This seems dire.
All right, so...
That's a dire
the Worm Rider passes on this information to you, and he's sort of like, so he's incensed, and he has his worm attack you.
Okay.
So you take, you have to take a full hit, which is mark a box of stunned, please.
Okay. I'll spend a token to reduce that.
Okay, so down to bashed.
Yeah.
Very good. Cool. And who's next? So
Me. I will. What I really want to do is, I want to sign this Citadel up for just a bunch of subscriptions, so they are overloaded with spam. And then that way they're a little bit distracted, and maybe the firewalls might just like simmer down.
I love this idea.
Okay,
You know what kind of move it is.
It's a
Cyber Wizard move!
That's okay.
However,
That's
because
okay.
spam is waste, I will let you spend your point of power to give yourself a bonus die of...
Okay, we'll call that...
This is...
I think spam is an ancient artifact at this point, right?
Oh, I was going to do the thing where you
I can
spend a
just do-
power
oh,
point.
Cool,
Right?
thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, so that is waste. Do you like that, Stinky? And...
I have some really good ideas on where we should put that.
He's slowly turning into Scruffy from Futurama.
What should sign up that mailing list for? Let me think about that.
Yeah.
Well, there's a certain party, and there's a certain lady in a tub that I like. And
Nope. X.
But I will go ahead and use an ancient artifact of an old.
Okay, that gives you a D8.
D8,
Uh-huh.
and that's it. Yeah.
Okay. If you have any more equipment, you could add a D6 to it, but that's up to you.
I'll also fucking spit out teeth, man.
I'm
gonna spit out teeth from my last battle, and I think that'll just intimidate everyone, really.
Okay, so that's a D6.
Okay, cool.
All right, now.
Oh no, they're keys. They're keys from the Max. They're little keyboards.
Now you're signing up.
8.
You're going to a bunch of very.
I hate them.
You're going to a bunch of very skeevy websites and signing up for their mailing list under somebody else's address. That's definitely one die of danger.
Okay, so
Anything else?
This is going to attract dysentery out of my system.
Very sure.
Absolutely
Yep.
is.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else?
Oh boy, there's a really good chance that you might accidentally get fished while you're doing this.
Oh,
So, yeah.
or catfished.
Catfish.
All right.
You're going to cheat on Stinky?
I won't mean to.
Oh man.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty
Oh,
Wait,
did you
and-
roll Stinky?
No, I didn't. Come here, Stinky.
Oh!
It's a 4! Oh, no,
You did cheat on Sneaky.
But it does count as a
It
success.
does count as a success.
But not in my heart. Okay, so still though, that is 5 successes and 3 dangerous and stinky. Yeah, I think I might have accidentally.
All right,
gotten
where's that
some...
horrible goblin going?
All right.
Right, didn't I got some very flirtatious emails back when I went on to lots of porn sites.
I feel like with that many successes, you managed to create a breach in the firewall. You don't have to destroy all of them in order to get in. But Stinky, 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6.
I don't like that.
I mean, it only makes sense though. His dysentery digitally transferred.
Yes.
I've had my eye
That's
on
the
you.
best. That's the stink eye.
I've had
Hey,
my
buddy.
stink eye on you.
You know,
So this is the guy at your convention table that's trying to bring something weird into your game, and you just don't want that in your life.
But you're forced to yes and because look at the paint job.
I don't get paid. I don't have to.
you know, we might be engaged, but things aren't really so hot right now. We're kind of on a break.
They have a pretty open relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, Stinky.
She'll
I
always
feel
be my
for
number
you,
2.
but I don't swing that way.
Who hasn't gone? You went.
Chaya.
I already went.
Everybody
Roll
went.
on. Yeah.
All right, so we'll do one final round here of the game.
Okay.
Cybertronia is inside hacking the sentient Citadel. The other threat that's on the table is. I'm gonna kind of. They're sort of. Oh yeah, this is yours.
No, thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
No.
thank you, baby.
No.
Baby.
All right. I know what I'm
I
gonna
think
do.
the sand dunes are sort of out of play. Nuclear worm riders may still kind of come in. That's kind of hard. But more importantly, Cybertronia has activated the security defenses of the Citadel, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I have a move. I'm ready for mine.
And so that's going to be an obstacle that you're going to have to overcome as Cybertronia is busy hacking the true neutral AI who lives here, hacking her mother's own system.
Are you and Cybertronia brother and sister?
Yeah.
All right. I am gonna spend one of my power points to teleport.
Whoa!
You step through the realms of ether to vanish and reappear somewhere else. It says you may also split your dice pool to perform 2 actions, which I'm not going to do. But I'm going to reappear in the control tower of the Citadel, and I'm going to attack. I'm riding Jade, so can Jade come with me when I teleport?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jade and I go, and I'm going to use my Beast Jade to attack Cybertronia.
Okay, all right, very good. So you charge Cybertronia. Very good. All right, go ahead and
Okay,
make your Beastmaster roll.
I think I'm going to. I got my weapon back last time, so I'm going to use the weapon. I'm also going to attack with Jade, and I think I'm going to engage the Black Myths of Balthamas, which I will say is actually what's a good tech version of that. It's going to be
Blue screen of death.
The blue screen of death. And so the entire all the screens in the room are going to flicker blue and distract Cybertronia so that I have a chance to attack her.
Okay.
Okay. And then
attacking your mother.
am I? So what am I going to roll as my base for that? So I'm riding the beast, but I can also be okay. So 12.
Yeah,
okay.
Beastmaster.
Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, Carol's attacking Cybertronia. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
All right.
Blue screen
What
of
am I
death
dangerous?
is
What
your
am I
mother.
dangerous?
What's dangerous here? Facing down Cybertronia. What's Cybertronia's sort of main kind of shtick, right? What does Cybertronia do? Is it a weapons thing? Is it a magic thing?
She's an evil cyber wizard, so...
Okay. All right. Okay. Very good. I feel
This is
like
her home turf.
I feel like it's half electronics and half magic. She has more magic than you, right? You have more of the machine side, and she has more of the magic side. So she could use your own magic against you.
Okay.
I
think
that.
what she also can do is summon satellites from ages ago from the
Ooh.
from that are spinning around.
Oh, and just bring them down
Yeah,
and
trash satellites.
Like meteors.
Yeah.
All right,
something
meteor
like
strike.
It's like Sephiroth
Yeah,
with Meteor.
I
Yes,
love
yes.
that. Okay.
I feel like she has the potential to mess with your companions.
Oh.
How dare you.
She might attack your companions instead of attacking
Okay, attacking
you.
my
She-
companions.
She might go for
Cybertronia has no morals.
Yeah.
Also, I have some.
She is my
tricks up
evil
sleeve.
twin.
Yeah. And I appear in the tower and I yell out, 34 female in the tower. Okay, so that's the first one. Oh, that's a
Oh,
fail.
that's bad.
Okay, hang on.
Also
Oh
bad.
no! Oh no! Oh, God.
Out of the dish.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Oh no!
Another fail.
This is not
Level
good.
3 in
Okay,
a
I'm
row.
just gonna roll them all together because clearly rolling them separately did not solve the problem.
No.
with that roll. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, so
Oh my gosh!
four are successes, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a success. That's a success, and that's a success. However, I do have the ability as a beast lore, when riding a mount, you can re-roll the failed dice in a roll by doing 1 hit to your mount. So I will re-roll 2, so it'll do 2 damage to our little buddy, but to Jay, but it won't kill her.
Okay.
So I do 3, then she's crippled, so I can do 2.
Okay.
Okay, so that one's out.
Yeah.
So that one, no, it didn't matter.
Alright,
Okay, so I have 4 successes and 3 danger.
Okay. All right.
Woo! All right.
Very good.
Let's get some freaking answers.
So
Cybertronian.
you just
Oh, wait, you know what? I will spend 1 more point to re-roll one of those to make it, because
Can you just?
it doesn't matter. I failed anyway, so it doesn't matter. However, I did fail, but I will spend my power token because steady girl steady, keep a mount going when it should be crippled or destroyed. So it kind of negated the damage, but
Nice.
yeah.
All
You
right.
can also
Wow.
spend 1 to just add 1 to the hit.
Yes, I will do that. I'll spend 1 to get a +1 hit. Why not go big or go
Okay.
home? We're at the end of the fight.
Yay!
All right. So you go up 3 danger.
Okay.
And so 3 danger is what we've got on the board. Unfortunately, what that means is you do, how much do you do? 5?
I do 5. Yes.
All right, so that's cool. So you do 5 to Cybertronian, which is a palpable strike. She is taken by surprise. She thought her security defenses would protect her more than they apparently did. However, she has already hacked part of the sentient Citadel, and it you see like the face, and the cables rise up and then turn into this evil kind of like horned demon thing.
Your sister.
Mother.
No,
So-
the tower's the
the
mother.
tower-
Cybertronian's the sister.
The Citadel itself has been hacked. All right, so who would like to go next? The threats that are on the board. You could try and punch through the security defenses. You could probably try and unhack the AI of the Citadel without going through those.
Oh, hell yeah.
But in order for anyone else to attack Cybertronia, you're gonna have to take this down.
I'm going to try to hack my
Mommy.
mom back to the side of not evil.
Reboot. All right. Very
We're going to
good.
reboot.
Cyber Wizard for sure.
Cyber Wizard. We're using the Atom Sling AR-9600. Also, my new cyber gadget, the No Sister Allowed.
Ooh, wait, I want to
Is that
help.
the NSA?
Yeah.
Are you hacking with the help of the NSA's own tools?
Yes, I am.
I want to help you by writing like a mother-to-mother email where it's like, I just don't feel like you've been there for your children, and I've noticed a change in them, and the way I interact with my children is a lot healthier than the
I'm
way
also
you're
using
doing.
the Omni Scanner to make sure I am centered in exactly where Cybertronia attacked.
Okay. All right.
Can I help him really by doing that?
You would have to use your action in order to help him.
I want
right?
to do that.
Okay. All right. Okay. So that's probably.
Inquisitor?
I just feel like you haven't been a good mom.
Yeah, Inquisitor works. I
Okay,
like
cool.
Inquisitor.
That's D8, so that's pretty
Before
great.
you go, we're gonna resolve this so we know how many bonus hits you
Okay,
have.
I will use vicious punishment. Man, I'm gonna get into like the core of her being.
That's mean. That's
so
D10.
That's D10.
Mhm.
Oh, I forgot I had a +1.
And then I will also.
So another one on here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use a
she's
hidden
magical, right?
cache of goods. I'm gonna also like drop off like a muffin basket to like show how.
you're
just,
white
like,
lady
to
bitching this.
Yes, exactly. Like I'm showing up. I've baked muffins. What have you done for your children?
Hi, I'm here. I look prettier than you,
yeah.
and I baked muffins.
That's right.
How's your life?
That's right. That's right. Okay, so I'm good with my dice now.
Okay.
Do we do danger or no?
Yeah, we would do danger,
Okay.
of course. Yeah. So there's the possibility that that the hacked AI. Does the hacked AI have a name? What's your mom's name? What's the AI in the?
Well, I'm Dark. That's Cybertronia. She's Ethereella.
Ethereella. Oh yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
All right. So Ethereella could turn the security defenses against you for
Okay.
sure.
Very Ella.
Hey. What
Ethereella
else?
wasn't exactly a great mom to begin with, so she might not give a shit. And might just slap you.
apathy.
I think that she's mad that you are fighting your own sister, and so she'll like slap you both.
That's in turning the
Yeah,
security
fair enough,
defenses
you're right.
against.
Fair enough.
I don't see anything else.
What if the spam actually turns back on me too?
Dysentery
you
could
are-
catch up with you.
Yes.
You are spam. You did spam.
And I
You
don't have
doxed.
Stinky
You
on
doxed
my
my
side
mom.
anymore. Okay, good. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4
Yeah.
successes,
Uh-huh.
1 failure.
All right. Okay.
Not failure,
Do you
danger.
know what token?
Danger.
Great. So
No, I don't.
escalate your danger track by 1 for sure.
Oh yeah, only 1 half.
That's that. All right. So I'm gonna say you have unhacked the.
No, he has to roll, right?
Oh, you're right. That
I
gives
just
4 to
helped
you. That's right. That gives 4 to you. I'm sorry. All right.
Okay.
You've got a lot going
Since
into
apparently
this.
4 successes was enough to unhack, could I also maybe have her fight back against Cybertronian as well with extra successes?
I think you could probably convince her to take down the security defenses and,
All right.
and the remaining firewall.
Okay, so I have my dice pool
Uh-huh.
and the plus 4 successes. Danger?
And you're hacking into your mom?
Yeah.
Oh, just like never being the same ever again after turning on your mother so hard?
Right.
Maybe your mom really
Like-
is this way.
Yeah,
Oh,
life,
no.
life
About
of
that.
therapy.
I think your mom is resisting her 2 children fighting each other, and so she won't be so she's hesitant to let you help hurt your own sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that plays out as the security defenses may not be under her control anymore.
Yeah.
It might be under Cybertronian's control.
Oh.
Ready for bed?
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of passive-aggressive energy building up here. She could have
Maybe you
said
might
it
get
anytime.
grounded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big
They might
wasp
get
energy.
grounded.
Oh
no.
Oh no. That is terrible.
Steven, what the
Two.
fuck did you do?
I got 4 successes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Plus the
And
4.
4
So you have
failures.
eight- you have
So
8
8,
successes.
8 successes, 4 failures. 4
Here's
dangers.
what I'm going to put on the table. I have a reroll that Estelle Castillo gave me.
Okay.
I will give you the opportunity to reroll that, but you got to reroll the whole thing.
I'm fine with that.
Yay! Let's win!
It's a one shot.
And we have plus 4. Just remember that.
Yeah, we do have plus 4.
Sticky's like, I really believe in you.
Thank you. And then you gotta do. That was worse.
Was it
No,
worse?
Sticky's a success. That's
Oh,
the good news.
we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Five
successes,
successes.
3 danger.
Three
Okay.
dangers.
Plus 4 more. So you have 9 successes.
9
3
successes,
danger.
3 danger.
Plus
Yeah.
3 rolls Stinky real quick.
All right.
Do I have to?
Oh, yeah.
No, we just see who it goes to.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna either go to you or to you. So 1 to
1,
2,
2, 3,
3 to 4.
So 3. Cool, I get Stinky.
Yay!
Which makes sense. I'm up in the tower. So you
That's
come over
right.
to me.
All right.
Yeah.
So I would say with
Oh.
9, that takes down all the firewalls, takes down the hacking.
I'm used to paying after my beast, so I am not afraid of dogs.
That's
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, I can't do any extra hits to Cybertronia, but
It's
that
okay.
leaves the path open for Shania
Yeah.
to come in.
Kill shot.
So all of the cords just kind of went limp.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, time go! Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run, run. Everyone else teleported.
yeah, I didn't teleport. I didn't move.
I just pulled out a computer and started.
I'm coming!
Oh yeah,
I'm the guy in the van.
oh yeah. Nobody else is in the tower but me. I forgot. I thought
No,
that
yeah,
was too.
we're
That
both
makes
in the
sense.
van sending emails.
So
But yes, when I get to the door, I'm gonna grapple.
yep, inside. Okay.
I'm gonna do my signature, the
Yeah.
Shania signature
He a
super
good boy.
punch.
Two-fisted super punch.
Yeah.
Or with the force axe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Run.
Okay. Very good. So
Mhm.
I assume Ragemonger and da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
You know how to build the dice pool.
Yeah. Can I also do?
Yeah, do it. Yes.
Well, because I
Just
was
do it.
it's gonna say no.
You're gonna do
Yeah,
your-
bizarre
your screen?
physiology.
Oh, what's
Use
that?
everything you can.
Because
Well,
one
that
of the
just changes your trait dice, right?
yeah.
Oh, that thing. That, yeah. What's your bizarre physiology? Tell me.
Is that when I get really, really, really pumped up, I get super hard. Like, my skin gets really pumped. It's really... I have no sex gender. There's no...
I need an adult.
Okay.
But, like, I get
The problem was Dom had left the room that happened.
Dad,
Dom, you're going to have some great comments in chat right
But
now.
no, I get my skin hardens.
Yes.
stop saying hard.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Petrified.
What would that be?
I can relate to that.
What would that additional die be?
Well, so what do you got? What do you got for bonus
I'm
dice
surrounded.
right now?
Send help. I'm surrounded.
Right now I have a D10 and a D8.
So D6 is your next bonus die. That's your final bonus die that you can add. All right. Cybertronia could just slap you into next week.
That's absolutely
for
true.
sure. Cybertronia could drop a meteor satellite on you, which I think would be
been
fun.
known. Yeah.
Cybertronia could make you an offer that you might find irresistibly appealing. That would be unexpected, wouldn't it?
It would be unexpected.
That might be our thing.
We'll see. All right.
Roll hard.
You did it on purpose.
You didn't get yelled at.
1, 2, 3.
4 successes, 3 failures.
Do you want to spend any of your power tokens at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna absolutely do a extra hit.
All right.
It's gonna be 5 hit.
So you got 3 danger.
Yes.
All right. So you do 5.
5.
All right. So tell me how you defeat Cybertronia here in the grand central plaza of the ethereal Citadel with all the cables and wires snaking around and Ethereella like slowly going, I'm feeling sort of strange, but more like my... Rebooting.
From the doorway, she's distracted. Obviously, from watching, like trying to figure out what happened.
No, this can't be.
You see from the shadowy doorway a grapple come attached to her belt, followed by an extremely hard mutant.
Yeah, and it does that anime thing where it's just a close up of like your 2 fists, and then your eyes are like super big, and then there's just little like wind animations around you, like
Action lines.
Yeah.
Bam!
And it goes.
Oh, nice.
Now, since she's my sister, I do feel necessary to say she can't technically die.
Yeah,
right.
no, she doesn't
obviously
technically
she's
die,
not
but
dead.
when the smoke clears, like you've got Cybertronia by the scruff of the neck, and you're standing in the center of the hall, and Ethereella says, I feel better now. Communications coming back online. Thank you. You were a better mother than I could have ever hoped to be.
And never forget.
Thank you, Dreamer.
Never forget that I am the better mother.
Better mother.
Samthar. That's what I'm calling for.
Scanning. Outer perimeter. Defense alert. Incoming object. From deep space.
Oh no.
Bum bum bum.
Better mother.
Oh, no.
And then we just cut to the stars, and we just see we see a little pinpoint of light that expands. And Stinky says, "She's finally back." Hey everyone, this has been Beastmasters of Yagga-Mor. Thank you so much.
That was so great.
That was a good one.
You have a couple minutes left to donate if you'd like to get $1, and we have a bunch of... no, that's over. We've done our drawing.
We're done.
We're done with that. We're going to cut over to the other side of the curtain. I want to thank all of you for participating, for sharing the word, for subbing up, for donating to this great cause. It is one that is near and dear to my heart, and it's a terrible illness. I hope that it never affects anyone in your life. It has definitely touched mine. So, Thank you so much for your support and for joining us. Please spread the word. We got a lot more coming up this afternoon. I want to thank all of our players. Ben Dunn!
Woo! Yeah.
Stephen Pope!
Yay!
Riley Silverman!
Yay!
Amy Vorpahl!
Yay!
I'm Tom Lommel. I'm I hope you've enjoyed this. Stay tuned. We're going to go over to our prize central here in a moment, and we'll give you the raffle results. And stay tuned for more action here on Saving Throw versus Alzheimer's. It's the longest day. Stay tuned and keep watching.
Yay!
Yeah. Woo.